Hello.
you know, time is a what do they say? A
Uh,
flat circle, and it never ends. So it's been no
not
time at all, really.
not according to Doctor Who.
You literally just say time is a flat fucking circle.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't remember. I heard somebody say that as like a joke or something. But yeah, no, we're back after a long bit. It's all my fault. I was moving.
It's
Also
It
partly
was.
my fault. I was vacationing.
He was vacationing without me,
I'm
and
sorry.
I was not pleased.
If I could have
Um,
took all of you, I would have.
I know you would have. You would have been like the first person to take us there. Oh my god, I'm so excited for you, but at the same time, I was moving across the country, so I did not have time to go. Um, Let me see here. No, that's not. Oh
Oh,
my god. Oh god. Oh
oh.
god. Sorry. I'm trying to get us some background music. Feel free to keep talking about stuff. Give me a moment.
I. Oh, come on, am I blanking now? I was watching some anime recently. Why am I blanking on what I was watching? Uh, what were movies? Are they watching movies? I was rewatching Breaking Bad for some weird reason.
oh,
just
dude,
just
Uh,
rewatching
it's
it.
oh, right. Well, one of the things I was watching for the people out there, if they're interested, this might be dating the episode, but I've been watching a Korean drama show that's been pretty okay. I kind of like it. It's called Moving. Um, it's on. Let me double check what it's on. It's not on anything popular, but where can you watch this thing?
what, dude? What? I
Uh,
thought this would be on like a streaming service. What is this on? I love this. It's it's on Disney Plus. Well, according to the
oh,
internet.
yeah, it's on Disney. Yeah, never mind. So you could watch it.
Apparently, according to the internet, but I am gonna fact check that.
I think
I've
that's the
never
most
seen it.
popular one. There's also something else, but I think the Disney Plus is probably the most popular.
Or yeah, probably like Hulu in the States or something, but we don't have that here.
Mhm. But yeah, no,
Um,
it's a pretty good 20 episode show. It's really. The only criticism I have on it's there's a weird. Well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It threw me off. But there's like a weird change to do in the middle of it, which I still love, but it really threw off the pacing slightly for me. I don't know. I was just
well, this is
wondering
a
how they could have done it differently. But without spoiling, I don't want to get into it. But basically, yeah, really good show. I also don't want to say too much about it. But yeah, just fun little show.
oh.
Fun little show.
I saw the thumbnail of this when it came out. I didn't know what it was. Supernatural action. Okay. Well, if
I
you
wouldn't
say
read
so.
any more into it.
No, I mean
Part of
that's
the
all it
fun,
says here.
it's funny shows that part of the fun is unraveling the reveals and your predictions and stuff about what's happening, and as they show you
Sure.
more, the more you're like, oh. And at the same time, at the heart of it, there's like a nice little, there's some love stories in there too, which really gets the whole
I'm
heart
back.
pump.
Always nice.
Yeah.
Love story.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I was
And
getting some
what I
music. So there's some like soft music in the background right now.
Always good.
And I don't know why I'm blanking. Oh, I should remember to write this stuff down. I did watch some anime though. I don't know what it was. Oh, Baki was one of
Baki.
the ones I watched, but that was like a couple, right before Japan.
I think I've seen 2 episodes of that show, and some guy's intestines were hanging from the ceiling. In
Yeah,
episode 1. And I was like, okay. I gave it up, but maybe I'll go back to it.
it's definitely I never know. I was watching YouTube and it is actually a weird body horror anime. It's not like a horror anime, but
Uh-huh.
the way that he draws and the characters and some of this stuff and like that they do in that show, it's kind of like body horror in a way.
I mean, JoJo has some of that.
Huh?
JoJo has some of that, I would say.
Actually, yeah, to a lesser degree, yeah, I would say JoJo does.
It's not
also
like-
have that too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's like a good degree of body horror in Baki. Okay, maybe I'll take a
Well,
look.
there are many things. Yeah, just like it's all like JoJo doesn't always do it. Like they do
No.
quite a bit of it, but like it's not always the forefront, right? Like sometimes it's more like.
Mhm.
Actually, ironically, Baki is kind of similar in that way too. Well, I guess most that type of animes like that, where like they do the thing, then they explain it, they show you why it's so cool, and they give you like an example of a regular real life example of why this thing is so much better than it
Right.
is. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm similar that way.
No, that's
Um,
like, well, I think JoJo specifically is pretty like seminal in terms of like, I don't know, manga. I was arguing with my friend because he's not super into it and he like loves One Piece, and I was like, Oda has definitely read JoJo or something.
Oh,
There is 0% chance that he hasn't. I keep begging him, oh, you have to watch JoJo, you'd really love it. As I keep watching One Piece, I'm like, you'd totally love JoJo. I don't understand.
so, like, are you telling him to read it, or are you telling him to watch it?
I've only read half of part 1 and half of part 6. So I haven't read a lot of it. I've watched more of it.
Because depending on what kind of like person your friend is, maybe reading it because if he's more of an art guy or visual guy, maybe reading will get him more into it. Like having have the art style do some of the heavy lifting while he gets into the story, right? Well,
Mhm.
not saying that the anime isn't good too. Like there's some stuff that some scenes the anime does I think it's better than the manga, but it does, like Berserk, like it loses.
Right.
bit of
I
itself.
totally understand what you're saying.
Right, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But again, at the same time, not everybody could love everything. But it would sadden me if your friend doesn't like JoJo. 'Cause JoJo's so good.
It's pretty.
Maybe he has
But
to
Even
get
I
to the
liked
part.
JoJo.
Everybody has.
Oh,
that
yeah,
one
you
part.
Kara saw the
First
first
season.
what? 2 seasons? Or-
Yeah, 2
season?
seasons. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah. I
it's a fun
still
game.
the best opening is still the first opening, and I will stand by that.
You didn't see any of that
I
openings
did.
yet.
I did. I watched the whole thing because my fiance said, "Nah, that's not the best one," and he made me sit down and watch all of the openings, and I said, "Nah, nothing beats the guy screaming JoJo."
I mean, they got some good ones though. They got some banger openings in that show.
Well, yeah, it's the same as like Naruto though. Like Naruto's got some banger openers, but I wouldn't say that my favorite is. I know that everybody tends to be like Bluebird. I think that's the one. That's like the main like everyone's go to, but like that's not my favorite one. I don't really like it as much in comparison to like Silhouette. Silhouette's still my favorite probably. But everybody's got their own opening that they like, and it's just for me, nothing screams JoJo more than the first opening.
It's funny. So my favorite Naruto opening does beat my favorite JoJo opening, but here's the thing. JoJo openings are also close to each other. It's hard for me to pick a winner, but Naruto, there's clearly like 2 to 3 that is my number one, and the rest are like a big drop for me.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of ones where like it's so frustrating because like I'm in the middle of watching it all with my sister-in-law, and we're in like I guess what you can call the third act of Naruto. It is a pretty serious act, and we're watching like a bunch of the theme songs, and every single time we make it a point to watch the opening and the ending once, so that she can make her own decisions on which one she likes, and she enjoys watching them, and so do I. And it's just funny because a lot of them are like really goofy. Like there's a lot of like really goofy openings, and then it gets like, nah, wartime, bitch.
Yeah.
What the hell? It's so weird. It's so weird. And then like, there's a lot of other ones where it's just they just don't fit the show, or they just I know a lot of endings are like this where they're too like romancy. like rom-com. There's a lot of like Sakura riding a bicycle or Sakura walking on the beach with her bare feet, and like, why? Like, I don't know why. And, like, the music fits that kind of stuff. So for me, there's clear losers and clear winners. But yeah, for me, it's probably Silhouette and then Goren, I think. Those are like my top two.
I like Bird too. That's
the one. That's the one. That's Bluebird. That's everyone's favorite. That's
Bluebird. Yeah.
That's literally the top one. Like everybody.
That's like top two for me for sure. I think it's probably number one. But it's also like two other ones that I also listen to on loop. So
I think Silhouette is one of the ones that you listen to.
Bluebird is probably number one.
Yeah.
And then like again, Naruto has a lot of bangers, but the top three clearly has me in the heart.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where don't worry about it, Kyle. Come back to us when you can.
No, but then I hope he wasn't saying something.
I know. Well, he wouldn't even know half these openings anyways. But what was I gonna say? I think the other one that you like is the one I'm talking about, Silhouette, because me and you have talked about that one.
I think Silhouette is also really good. That is the near Act 3, right? Is that one?
It's like it's in the middle of Act 3, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only the music hype, but the images to go with the OP, I think is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Unless I'm thinking of a different one. I don't know. Actually, let me hold on one second.
Yeah, no. Silhouette.
Okay, of course. Oh, never mind. This is a different one. But yeah, this was also a banger too.
Yeah. Then there's the Gurren one, which is like the smooth jazz one. And that one's that one's during a big fight between two bros and a dude in a cloak.
Yeah, some nerd.
Some nerd. Such a loser. But yeah,
literally that one otaku guy who's obsessed with that one dude.
Yeah, it's just funny that the person that he chose to obsess over was just like not worth your time. Like you could have obsessed over
AKA when you simp for the wrong dude.
Yes, when you simp for the wrong dude. Or in this case, when you forget why you even simped for him in the first place because you've been a spy too long.
We should definitely do what's those thing? What's that popular thing people like to do? You know how there's all people always do those stupid ranking videos? We gotta do one of those like ranking One Piece videos, and we should just like have one. You know that generic rank S tier, A tier, whatever.
I think I can get one. Hold on, I could totally get one. The people have them like made.
But the audience, they're not gonna see this, would they?
Huh?
Well, actually, they're seeing what's on your screen.
Yeah, I can show what's on. Well, right now, they're seeing an image I found of Baldur's Gate 3 because we were gonna talk about it, and we have done nothing but. Oh my god.
But yeah, we also have to get to Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes, we do.
Let the audience know our love for BG3. If you're listening, if you're not playing it, why you're not playing it? Get it. Totally worth the money.
It's totally worth the money. I know you're. Well, I'm gonna do what those stupid televangelists do. I sorry. If you guys don't, you guys gotta watch John Oliver's video of TV Angelists or whatever. I can't say it, but it's like priests on TV, and they're like really. The one guy like says something, and I want to make a meme out of it because it's so fucking stupid. Where he's like, "Look, you wanted to have the car. You're not gonna have enough money to buy the car. So don't give it to that. Give it to God. Give it to me." And I was like, "Oh, for your private jet?" Which is exactly actually, I believe, what happened to that guy. He found like he was embezzling the funds and stuff like that. My God.
Oh, I have an over. Thank you. You just reminded me of one of the animes I was watching. It's a weird one. I wanted something quick and short to watch, and I was just eating. I was like, okay, I just want something whatever. For some reason, I ended up watching the whole stupid thing. It's a dumb anime called I Got Reincarnated as a it's like a soda machine, like one of those vending machines.
Yeah. I got reincarnated as a vending machine.
As a vending machine.
Yeah. Oh god.
Dumb. I'm like, why am I even watching this? And is it a great anime? No, but like, I don't know, something about it. couldn't stop watching. It was so shit. I just ended up finishing the whole. I think it's only one season anyway, but like I was like, oh shit, first season. Okay, wow. So, something about it. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Also said there's something else that I watched. Crud.
Dude, there's some there's some really funny ones. Sorry, I just like saw like some tier lists here. There's a Pokemon one. We can go through Pokemon. SW Star Wars
I would love
characters.
to go through Pokemon. But again, that's probably gonna be a long video. We'll probably have to do it by generation.
Oh my god, I know.
And then we gotta get Flora? Thea.
Oh, Fia. Yes. Oh yeah, we gotta get. Yeah, Fia would definitely need to be here.
We gotta get Thea on that.
Oh my god, yeah.
It'll be a crossover episode.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Did we hear anything from Kyle yet? Is he fixing his voice issues?
Alright, let's check on in. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle.
Yeah.
The Todd Father.
The Todd Father. How's Todd Father doing?
Alright, he's still gone.
He's gone. I wanted to wait to talk about Baldur's Gate.
Well, actually, maybe it's a good thing that he can't, whatever, because I don't know how far he is, or I know he plays, but I don't think he's that far ahead.
He was further than me.
Oh, was he? I actually totally forgot where he was at.
Yeah, because I was just in Act 1 last time, and now I'm in Act 2. So
Okay.
we got to be very careful with what we say anyways, but...
That's true. I don't want to ruin people's experience as well.
Yeah.
This is one of these games, yeah, you gotta enjoy it to the full. It's so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
But you're just beginning of Act 2? Or how deep in that? Like, based on your feeling, like, are you think you saw most of what Act 2 has to offer so far, or?
Well, I would say that I'm probably, like, in the middle of it.
Okay.
I'm probably getting to... Well, here's the thing, I don't know where Act 2 ends, right? Like, Act 1 I thought was gonna end...
You know, again, like the first map, there's a clear... Like, they kind of throw it in... Unfortunately, they kind of throw it in your face, like, whoa, don't go beyond here, this is, you know, next act stuff, you know, make sure you've done everything, kind of deal. So you kind of know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's... I know that, like, you kind of know, like, because... So the end of Act 1 I obviously thought was at the end of the Goblin Camp.
Yeah.
But, it wasn't, though, because it continued. And I was kind of shocked, because I was like, oh, it's the end of the Goblin Camp. And then it wasn't. And I was like, So I wasn't quite sure. Same with, like, Act 2. Like, it feels like we have a clear goal in mind. And it's the same with Act 1. We felt like we had a clear goal in mind. But Act 1 continued for a bit after that. So I'm kind of expecting the same thing, where it continues.
But some people do say they felt Act 1 was slightly bigger than Act 2. I personally don't quite agree with that, but at the same time, I mean, I do know, like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, in some ways, Act 2 is smaller, but not really. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. Forget what I'm saying. But, yeah.
No, I mean, it's really weird. Like, it's hard to, like, see exactly kind of what I'm expecting lengthwise from each act. Because, again, too, like, the length is all dependent on you. And what you choose to do and what you choose not to do. Or what
where to go.
Where to go, which route to take. And that was kind of a big thing,
yeah,
too.
Like, there's one area sometimes there can be multiple entrances, and you can arrive way differently. Dude, there's like an entrance I didn't even knew. I thought I knew all the entrances to that one location. My friend showed me another one. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. I will say, for anybody watching, we are going to spoil some stuff, but it's going to be only... nothing like super major, like nothing Act 3, because again, I haven't even gotten there, so no spoilers. But to middle Act 2, so I'm not gonna like hide anything about it. But yeah, we to the Underdark, apparently there's like 4 or 5 entrances. I went in through Auntie Ethel's.
Ethel, yeah.
Yeah, I went through her cabin.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's super interesting. And then other people, like, obviously you could have gone through the mountain pass. You could have gone through the goblin camp.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't want to say, because there's also another secret way. Well, I don't know if it's secret, but there's also another way of going too. Let's just say, I'm going to say one word. Spiders.
Oh,
and
like
these who know, they know. And
like,
these who don't,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I know. I know that like you could do like I know that there's like wells and stuff, but I don't know where that goes. And that's where I saw a lot of spiders, and I was like, oh, yeah.
There you go. Well, there you go. There was that entrance there.
Oh god. But yeah. So, anyways, we like me and my fiance are playing at the same time, and we keep getting ahead and behind each other, It's really fun because he keeps going. So like he did a lot more in Act 1, and I thought I completed everything, and then he was like, "Did you do this?" And I was like, "What?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?" And he was
So
like,
much.
"Yeah." And I was like, "Well, son of a bitch." But like the Underdark was super cool area to explore, and super unique. Like environmental wise, like just
yeah. Sorry to cut you off, but
yeah.
the love that they gave to the different areas from D&D lore is amazing. Like most places, you feel the difference. They're a whole different environment. They have a look, a feel. Once you enter, you know. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. It's just crazy. It's so cool, and I had a lot of fun. I did all of this stuff there. I think there was something I missed because my fiance told me about it later, and I was like, "Oh!" Like, cause I didn't know that like there was this special area over here. But like, I met the Beholder. If you know what that is, then there you go. That was a really interesting creature to meet. And then yeah, I did like everything with like the Drugars and the whatever. And then leaving the first part of the Underdark to go to like the Adamantium Forge and that area. That was super cool.
Yeah, the forges, that was pretty cool.
That boss fight for the Forge.
Struggling to find the perfect music for your
man, that was
productions?
my first real
Music
tough
Find
one.
is home to the best production music in the world.
Yeah.
For productions that demand more.
No,
Like
it's
License
I was able to
higher
get,
quality of music
without spoiling,
with
I got
Music
one
Find.
good hit in, and I couldn't do it again, and I had to fight it straight up, and it was rough.
it was a tough like, my god, it took me like 3 times, like I died basically 3 times before I finally understood what I needed to do for that fight. Because it took me a bit to realize that I was like, okay, what is changing from when I can hurt him to when I can't? Oh, he like loses the lava. Okay, so I can turn the lava back on and then make him vulnerable again.
Vulnerable, yep.
And then I learned, okay, wait, there's a lever here. Can I still use the hammer? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I can. So,
Yep.
all right, then I like stationed 2 people, had a Starion by the fucking
Yep.
lever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's lure, go. And so then I would lure, and then bam, whack him with the hammer. And it was great, and it was so funny. So I wonder if this happened to you, because it didn't happen to my fiance. Did you have other monsters pop into that fight?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, did you not?
He didn't. I did.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
So because I had the line from Asteria, and he's like, "Oh, great, this is happening." I was just like, "Yes, that's how I feel." Because the first words out of my mind was, "Oh fuck, come on, like that wasn't enough."
Yeah. Like I have to deal with this now.
Yeah. And so there's like poor Karlak and Shadowheart on like the one closest there, fighting them off, also trying to lure the guy to him, and so I can hit him again with another hammer. But yeah, my fiance said that he never had that happen.
See, this now people. This is what I love about Baldur's Gate 3. The different events that can happen, the slight changes and variation that everyone has. Everyone has their own unique experience, and it's amazing.
Yeah. No, it's so crazy. It's so weird to like talk to people and see the differences.
Even till now, I still get so many like, wait, that happened to you? That happened? Like, it's just I love
Yeah.
talking to people about their experience.
Well, that was like the first time that me and you started talking about it, and I said, well, I'm a drow, so people are afraid of me. And you were like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, the goblins, like, all I have to do is, like, there's, like, a little drow in brackets, and I just basically terrify the shit out of them, and then they just, like, we're so sorry. Yes, milady, go ahead, whatever you need.
I love that, like, whatever race and stuff and class you have sometimes will help give you certain lines or trees that other people won't have access to.
Oh, yeah. Great. It's so cool, like, how different, like you said, everyone's playthrough could be, and just simply with just simple things like your race, and the same with your backstory as well. Like, that's mostly your character inspirations, though. But it's super interesting seeing the differences, and whatnot. So, yeah.
Also, that boss we were talking about is a great example too, where you discover his weakness and how he worked, and what's great about that too, it all fits within lore-wise and what and how he works. Like it works not only as a great battle, and you feel so satisfied when you discover the secret. At the same time, it works story-wise for it too, and it just all of that builds together, and the little variation, like us having the things pop up from the thing, and your fiance not having it, all these different areas and stuff makes the battle so cool. And so I had one friend who he died multiple times, like 10 or above, until I told him the trick, and he's like, oh, because he was just fighting him straight up.
Oh shit!
And I was like, damn.
You know that there's people that totally are just fighting that thing straight up and not thinking about
because they had to, they want to,
yeah. And then like it's just crazy, like knowing that there's all that difference, and it was so interesting to see, like. And what I liked too about it is Baldur's Gate, I feel, brings back the old concept that, you know, like in film and stuff, like when you're writing, a little tidbit behind the scene is, you know, they tell you, especially producers and whatnot, and a lot of screenwriters will tell you, to never think that your audience is stupid. Like, don't hold their hand, let them learn it, and they'll learn it. Like, obviously, don't try to make super complex stories and expect them to understand it. No, but like, if you show things visually and if you show things this way or that way, odds are audiences are super smart and they can put it all together. And Baldur's Gate 3 brings that back, because some games hold your hand too much and it gets frustrating. I will say this will bring back the concept of, we talked on stream about Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and how frustrating the tutorial land was. Because it was a land, and it was massive, and it was long. It did not need to be. And it was so annoying because, you know, I understood within, you know, give me the powers. It takes me 1 or 2 tries to understand exactly what I need to do or what this power gives me. And then let me explore it. And then I try things out myself. I don't need like a tutorial or need a tutorial land to tell me that. You know, that. I mean, go ahead.
The way that they did the first one was perfect, right? If like, don't get me wrong, it's been like a lot of years, but if I remember correctly, they had like one small little, like 1 minute, 2 minutes showing you how to swing a sword, do something, and then just literally threw you out there, and you were out there.
So like,
I don't remember like a starting area that they confined you in. Did they do that in the first one?
So Breath of the Wild, your starting area is a very, very small cave. And
it was nothing though. Like I thought I finished like that, and they threw me out, right?
No,
if I remember correctly.
You don't even like. You're like, oh, you learn to like do this. Like a little pop up comes up for the button to tell you like what button it is, but that's it. Like it doesn't really tell you a bunch. Like a little like dialogue block will come up, here and there when you find something new and it's like, oh, you can do this, and it's just like, here's a tidbit. But realistically, it didn't hold your hand, and when you had powers, you explored those powers yourself to figure out how you wanted to do things and how you wanted to mix certain powers and stuff like that. Because a lot of people would mix like the ice or the bomb and like use it to like launch the bomb up and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of cool things that people came up with, combining those powers, but they didn't need to handhold us, and that was like the perfect example of how a game started to think that its audience was stupid. They thought that the powers or the world was too complex, and adding a fuse option would complicate things so much for people that they just would never do it or would never understand it fully. So we had to have you a tutorial land, find you here, where there was people who could literally just bum rush it to Ganon. Now I think that the game does make it a little bit more difficult for you in Breath of the Wild if you don't get the paraglider, but it's super easy to get, and it's not like really like holding your hand consistently. So I don't know. I would say that Tears of the Kingdom kind of took that lesson and threw it on its head. It was just kind of like, we're gonna hold your hand even more, because somehow from that game to this game you became more stupid.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, sure, it's a good game, not a great game.
Yeah.
And because of Baldur's Gate 3, it's like it cannot. It outshined it and made it slightly less than what I would have liked. Let's just say that.
I haven't even finished it. Like, that's how...
No, me either. I've been picking it up, like, I've only played a couple of hours on it, and then I haven't gone back since.
Like, I'll say that, without a doubt, Tears of the Kingdom was way less interesting in a few ways, and more interesting in other ways. Like, obviously, they gave you more world to explore. So, like, you have the sky and the, I don't know, I forget what it's called, but the fucking, like, chasms, whatever's on the underneath the earth part.
I mean, you didn't even really do that part, if I remember correctly, right? You tried to avoid that.
Me?
Yeah, didn't you?
Yeah, so how I went about playing, and even then I still haven't even finished, was I completed the whole ground level. So the main level, I completed the entire map. And then I was gonna go to the sky, but you need an ability from the ground. I forget what it's fucking called. I'm just gonna call it the Underdark because I don't know what I can't remember. But like, basically, like, I went there and so I went there and I started to explore there, and that's kind of where I've left off. And like, it's cool in the sense that yes, it's longer and there's more stuff to explore, but the story isn't there. The mystery isn't there. The mystique of the world isn't there.
They tried to give you a little of that.
It's the same
But
game, and when it's the same
it's
game,
slightly the same. Like, I thought the reveals, like, here's the thing, the first one didn't give that much, but the little sprinkles that we did get, the little cutscenes, those were great. They were amazing.
And again, your main mystery is, who are you? Who is Zelda? Now, because of fans of Zelda, we always know that the three of them are reincarnated. Right? Zelda, Link, and Ganondorf. Like, that's something we've discovered. Yeah. And knowing that that's the case, they kind of, we were like exploring, like, what was this world? Who are these people? And then you're kind of going backwards because you're trying to discover what happened. How did I fall asleep? Why did I fall asleep? Why was I not there to save them? Why didn't what I did in the past not work? There's all of these questions that you're trying to solve in the first one. And then you have the memories with Zelda, and you're trying to like learn more and more and more about her and whatnot. And so there's a lot of mystery when it comes to the story that while you're exploring the world, you're putting the pieces together and you're having fun picking up the pieces backwards, right? Like the story was already there and it smashed because Ganon's, thing came out. And now you have to go back through that to try to pick up the pieces of who you were before you can face Ganon again. And that is such an interesting way of telling a story. But when you think about Tears in the Kingdom, any bit of interesting story that they had, they kind of went a weird way about showing it. So the only way to learn about what happened to Zelda is looking at all the tears. And after going and grabbing all the tears, the story isn't really that interesting, and it could have just been told in one tear. It didn't really seem that interesting to me to know what Zelda was doing in the past. It didn't matter because it wasn't affecting my present, and it certainly wasn't really telling me where Zelda was, which was the only freaking point of the tears in the first place, was to tell me where Zelda was. Which, by tier 3, I already knew she was
Yeah, most people I thought kind of figured that out.
it's not that fucking hard. It's so easy. And they're just like, oh, no, you don't understand. There's more to the story. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about Sonia. I don't care about, weird rabbit people. I don't care about them. I care about Zelda, because you made me care about Zelda in the first game. That was the point. That was the point of the memories, was to make me care about her. And this version of her. Now, obviously, I care about Zelda and I care about Link because I'm a big fan of Legend of Zelda. So those two characters are always going to be fond for me. But you made me care for this world Zelda because she seemed cool and different and in her own way, right? But in this one, she just seemed useless. And it was just pointless that, I just turned into a dragon. And I'm like, whoa, wow, really? Okay. You couldn't have had her do something cool? Again, I think I pitched a really cool idea where you could have swapped in between the both of them and explored the world with the both
That
of
would have
them.
been cool.
And then you could have had what Zelda does affect Link in the future. And
Dude, literally do what you did with season, what was it, Link
to pass?
season, Link to Past, whatever it was, yeah. Have them affect, instead of him traveling back and forth, you can just switch between the two and have them affect each other's timelines and stuff like that. That would have been more amazing.
It would have been so cool, and what a great way to use Zelda. But now Zelda's just a damsel in distress again. And it's so interesting because, I'm not really the one to be like, oh, well, she's a girl, so she can't be a damsel in distress. I'm not the type to be like that. But, Zelda is a badass. Let's take a look at Twilight Princess Zelda. Jesus Christ, that one is just badass.
That's Sheik? No, that's the other one.
Well, she was also Sheik in that one, too, I think. Oh, wait, no. Sheik was the one in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, sorry, she's over there.
Yeah, but Zelda.
Wait, actually, I don't think I know what she was in Twilight Princess, because actually that's one of the ones. I don't think I finished that game.
She was fighting secretly kind of thing. She didn't really go out and beat anybody up, but she was a very badass leader who gave up her castle in order to protect its people, even if they hated her for it.
Right.
And then,
okay, never mind. Yes.
And then while they're hurting, she's helping Midna and helping Link. And then when the time is right, she comes out with her big bow and she's ready to go. And I'm like,
yeah.
But I don't know. In this one, it just seems like I'm sure that happens again. I've never beaten it, but it just falls flat. All of the story is not that interesting. I will say that having the temples back is a plus. But I wasn't really against the East things. But again, it was because it was part of learning the story, learning this new world. But I just wasn't learning anything new, and it wasn't really that fun.
Part of the thing also with the first one, I loved it, was that you went out, you fought certain enemies, you felt great, you kind of beat them, and certain ones get a little harder, okay. And then they throw those the metal, the shooting laser beam one, and the Guardian, you feel tense, and oh shit, it's a real up and challenge, and you get tense whenever you hear the music. And then once you beat them, they start throwing Lionels at you. You're like, oh shit, these are even more, whatever.
Mhm.
And you feel like a progression, and there's a thing. This one, honestly, there's never really any moment you're like super like, oh shit or whatever. Sure, there's like those hand thingies, but you barely, once you know to
Yeah.
you don't really throw them at you as the way that they throw the Guardians at you.
Yeah.
And it really made it like you sense of, oh, like it gets your heart rate up and okay, and then you know what I mean. It's a sense of, it gives you a sense of oh shit. Like Tears is mostly like I was walking. Most of the time it was like, oh, did get this, go that, oh, oh, I got to the shrine,
Yeah.
got this, and maybe you might run into like a thing, but then you get squashed so hard, you're like, oh, okay, well,
I won't do that again.
yeah, get out there. The
Yeah.
point doesn't even come back until I have more like something, you know what I mean?
So it
Well,
was.
Guardians, sometimes you're like, maybe I could. Or you can just run around them, but you're still afraid because they kill you in 2 shots. So you're like, okay.
Yeah, like
So,
it's one
yeah.
of those things where, again, like there's pros and cons to this game. The big one for me, obviously, was like there is just no mystery. There is just no mystique. There just doesn't feel like there's anything at its core to really learn. Like I'm not learning really anything cool about like Ganondorf or like the resurrection of the trio and like what it means or any of that from anything. And it's just, oh, Zelda's a dragon, and I'm like, if that's your biggest twist, that's ridiculous. If that's what you got to offer Zelda fans, like go back and play Majora's Mask and come back to me. Like what? I don't understand why that's your biggest twist. But then like there's like the other things, like I love that they added more classic Zelda monsters in Tears of the Kingdom. I feel like that was missing from Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild didn't really feel like a Zelda game. But then
In a good way, though.
yeah, like in a it's a good and bad way. Like it was in a good way that I was kind of like, well, I want a Zelda game, but this game is still interesting. And I didn't.
I like the take on it for sure.
I
Like,
did.
I like
Yeah, I was cool
switching
with
up, but
it. was
I
cool
still
with it.
miss classic Zelda for sure.
Yeah,
Don't get me
which again, like I got anyways because they came out with a Link's Awakening. So I was like, you know what, like whatever. I'm getting each. So I was okay with it. But for Tears of the Kingdom to be the only Zelda coming out, I felt kind of like, I don't know, kind of like, well, this is all we're gonna do from now on, and then it just makes me really miss classic Zeldas, and I just hope that we get back to that. But regardless, my point is that you have like cool monsters. Like I do like the Hydra dragons and I do like the Lynels and stuff. But also to your point, like you just see them in a distance, and I mark a little skull on my map, and I know to avoid that area.
Yeah.
And that's basically what that is until you get to me now, where I'm just like, ooh, I go kill it, and I've killed Silver Lynels, I've killed all the Hydras. Like I'm pretty badass. Like I know that like I can take on basically anything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kill them all, which means that there's no progression from here. I've reached the peak and I haven't even finished exploring. And there's like Colosseums in the basement area, which I do enjoy. I think the Colosseums are a really cool way. But you know what would have been really cool about them? Because like they have like masks and stuff of like the old games in them. And I would have liked it if like the Colosseums were decorated, for instance.
God damn it.
Hi.
Hey,
Welcome back.
I came on my Mac because it wasn't working, and then realized that I just muted something on accident, and it was so stupid. So I
Oh, it's a simple fix, eh? That's good,
Yeah.
though.
no, well, there just like is a mute button, but what I have to
Oh,
do is if it ever cuts out, I like unplug it, and I must have just bumped it with my finger because I literally. Oh, what?
no.
You cut off just for like 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. I'm
You
like,
cut off. I was
I'm
waiting.
green in here. I'm green here.
Yeah, you're good. It's probably just internet connection.
Well, no, I don't know. There is some weird like cutting in and out with this, but I don't know why, because it didn't seem like there was before.
I'll
But
send
sorry,
you-
yeah, you
I'll
guys are
send
talking
you-
about Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say I'll send a link to the mic I got because it was on a warehouse deal. So, I was gonna say, oh yeah. So anyways,
No, I mean, this isn't a bad mic, but it just is a little finicky, I think.
yeah, I think that's because I know you've been having issues a few times, even just on regular Discord calls. So, but yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh, so the Colosseums. How cool would it have been if the Colosseums were decorated, or at least like in some way made to look like old places where these certain like masks or whatnot would have been. Like I found whatchamacallit, I found what's his name? The weird like squiggly guy from Twilight Princess, Midna's like the person who like overtook Midna's control. It started with a Z. I can't remember. Anyways, I found his mask in a Colosseum. But the Colosseums are so copy and paste. Like they just look the same. I'm just like, well, you know, it's just the little things though. Like how cool would it have been had that have been, you know, in remnants of the castle from, you know, that world. Like sick. Cool.
Oh,
Right, and like that's my point. Like, how cool would it have been, say, like, you found like the Minish cap or whatever, and instead of it being in a copy cut place, it's in, you know, like a really cool, well designed, like old ass. Again, I'm not saying it has to be like a temple that you have to go through. I'm saying like you can still have it being like just in one area, kind of like a Colosseum. But just add little decorations here and there, or add little things, or make it not a copy.
Struggling to find the perfect music for your productions?
And so because it was a copy
Musicfy
and
is
cut
home to the
paste
best production
kind of
music in the world.
situation,
For productions that demand more.
I just felt like, well, okay,
License
I know
a
what I'm
higher
expecting
quality
from
of
this, and it's
music
just going to be
with
here.
Musicfy.
But like, if you're gonna have like cool like masks and stuff from the past, like it's just been so cool to have like, just like I felt like with Tears of the Kingdom, overall, it was basically a carbon copy of Breath of the Wild, and it just lost a lot of its personality from Breath of the Wild, and a lot of it is like from the cons and stuff I said, while showcasing like new cool features or new cool monsters. It just wasn't enough to bring any sort of personality to a very empty world. And I am so sick and tired of like having these cool tasks of like finding all the wells, to have like a really boring piece of shit item at the end. Like at the end of doing all the wells, if you do all the wells, you get a fucking snow globe. A fucking snow globe! Like what the fuck am I supposed to do with the snow globe? I can't even look at it! I can't interact with it!
It doesn't have like another function?
No! It just stays in your stupid purse. It just stays there. You can't look at it. You can't even like inspect it to look at the snow globe closer. You literally can't do shit. You get all the wells, that's what happens. That's it. And I'm like, that's so boring. It's the same with like the Kokorok seeds. Like they made it like an insane number now, which is like impossible to reach. But even if you do end up reaching it, all you get is this like big poop. You get this big golden poop. You don't get to do anything with it. It doesn't mean anything. It's basically a glorified trophy.
Isn't that you're talking about the leaf guy or whatever? The leaf guys? What are they?
Yeah, Kokoroks.
You call them? No, but I think that's the whole point, right? That it's like a meme.
No, it's stupid though. It's stupid. Like
that it's like not like worthwhile to do, or like. No, but that's great. I think that's fantastic personally, but whatever.
Well,
you know?
I
like
think
it's like
that...
they knew. They're like, here's this worthless thing.
I think it's one of those things where if it wasn't like 1,000 or whatever, I could understand it being like a meme. But if you're
oh, it's 1,000?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like over 1,000, I think. But it's just one of those things where like you're playing around with, I don't know, like if you have too many boring like goals for people that have little to no value in return, it's just like, what's the point of exploring that? If there's no real reward in set of doing A, B, and C, then what's the point of doing it? Which again, like you do it to fill your empty world, But then your empty world doesn't even give you a solid reason for doing it. So you're constantly searching for adventure in the game. And the rewards of doing said adventure aren't even worth it. I don't know. It's very interesting. Like, there's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons. Like, am I enjoying the game? Yes. Would I say that I would buy it again at full price? No. Do I think there are much better games that came out for much cheaper? 100%. And do I think that, does it suit its, like, need for Legend of Zelda fans? No, I don't. I don't think it brings anything really close to the table for Legend of Zelda fans. It's nowhere near my top 5. And it just never will be. Yeah. That's my Tears of the Kingdom review. Thanks for coming. Bye. Oh, fuck. Anyways, we were talking about Baldur's Gate, but then you left, and then we didn't know what to do. Then we had a tangent about Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, you said you'd finish Act 1?
Yeah, I finished Act 1. I'm in the middle of Act 2. So I just, for context, is Will still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I just haven't heard you say anything. I was expecting you to say your piece on Tears of the Kingdom.
No, you pretty much say whatever. I mean, I guess to play devil's advocate, it doesn't help that while people were waiting for the next Zelda game, they were playing the shit out of the old one. And I don't buy that game reuse certain things. Like, sometimes like, like part of the reason why they let you replay the game in a similar area, so you can, the nostalgia, you're back into the world, we're here again, and everything like that. The problem was a lot of people that loved Zelda played the first one the shit out of it, and they're so used to that world that when they came back to it, I'm doing quotes, in tears, it wasn't like, welcome back and relive this world, I look at all this new stuff. It's more like, okay, we've been here, give us the new stuff, and it wasn't enough of it, or the feeling of it wasn't as the same, and so like,
No, I hear you. I couldn't agree more. And that's for coming from somebody who didn't really necessarily play the shit out of Breath of the Wild, but I felt the same way.
Oh, I had some friends, they continue playing the shit out of it. They always love to go back and like do this shit. It's just fun.
I think it's one of those things where people say you either hate it or you love it, the game. And I wouldn't necessarily say that that's true, but like I saw like a bunch of reviews where people said that you either hate it or you love it. And I, again, wouldn't say that's true, because I'm somewhere in between. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad game. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good Zelda game. So there's like a lot of things in there, but it's the same thing, like you said, like, welcome to the world, just really not much new. Like, besides the under in the sky, but then it's kind of like, well, then I would have liked it if we went to the past with Zelda.
There's some cool stuff in it. I'm not saying it's like the most meh game out there. Like, there's some cool
it's cool
stuff and interesting little things, but just overall, I don't know, maybe, what's the word, like, they coasted on some stuff, it felt like. Is that, I don't know if I'm using the word right, but
I know what you're saying. You're 100%.
Right?
You're using it right. Like, they didn't go too hard. They kind of went a safe route with a lot of things. And I feel like that's just not the Zelda I know. Like, every single time a Zelda game came out, I was like, damn, this is another banger. Like, it was just one after another, just constant hit after hit after hit. And I was just like, damn, like, they keep coming up with like new fresh ideas and new fresh worlds.
I think you guys are really downplaying the fact that you can build like literal jet fighters and mechs in the game. But I mean, other than that, like, if you're not into that sort of thing, then like, I understand what you're saying.
But you have
like, that is so
the community for
insane.
that. Like,
like,
so
good on you for the community. But I will say that you have to also understand, though, Kyle, like, that's not Zelda, though. And you have to understand that is different.
I mean, it is, for that game, it is. Like, for what they made, it is. Like what the designers, like, that was their intention with that game specifically.
I understand.
Oh, really? That was their intention?
Yeah, their intention was to do stuff like that. And I understand.
I think so. At least based on what I've only like literally read reviews and seen gameplay, so I don't really know. Like, I've never played the game, so it is weird to speak on. But
it's one of those
just in terms of like,
it's one of
Like
those
people are
things-
like, oh, the physics engine is crazy. Like you can, like they built an entire thing of like this thing interacts with this thing and how these things go together, and like that was like what they spent the most time doing was like building their physics engines and interactions with like items and stuff. But if you're not super into that, then yeah, it wouldn't be very good, or
Well,
wouldn't
again-
be not very good, but it wouldn't be mind-boggling or anything.
I will say, like, there's a lot of, like, again, pros and cons to things. Like, you have to understand that for that, a lot of classic Zelda fans aren't going to be fans of that, because that's not Zelda. That's just not even, like, you're not even doing anything interesting at that point. You're just distracting me with, ooh, shiny, flashy thing. I can put 2 and 2 together. Huzzah. But, like, at the same time, like, is it interesting? Sure. But it's also not the greatest. Like the fuse ability, for instance, is really annoying when you think about like how in old classic Zeldas you would do like these crazy ass side adventures for this really cool side weapon or side item that would get you all of these crazy things. And that was great, but in Tears of the Kingdom, you just like use 2 materials together to make a weapon and then it dies in 2 hits. So it's kind of annoying. And then even when you do the special like events and stuff like that, because for instance, there's like an event where if you get like I think the claw from every dragon and you put them into the pools for spirits of wisdom, power, and courage, you build back the like mother goddess statue and you get the Skyward Sword, which was really cool. And it was a lot of like lore implications and stuff, and I thought that was really cool. That you can't use it, because if you use it, it will break. Well, then what's the point? I basically have shiny object that I can't use. I don't even get to use the Skyward Sword, because if I use it, it will die. And then I have to do all of that again to get another Skyward Sword. I don't want to do that all again. I just did it the first time. Why do I have to do it again to get another fucking Skyward Sword? Why do I even have the ability to get another sword? There's a lot of implications with that. And so, like, I don't know. It's just, it's full and it's empty. It's full of things to do, but it's empty of reasons why to do it. And I don't know how else to
I
put
get
that. Like, yes, I could build a mech. Great. But why? Like, why would I waste my time? I don't want to constantly keep building mechs.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. You kind of have to be into that.
But like, I think
guess.
I'd be into it if like the material's right. Like when I got to build my fucking Metabots, I was building my Metabots, bro.
Power.
Oh yeah. And I loved being able to build my Metabots and using them and trying out different parts and building them more and more and more. And it's the same with like Digimon. I do crazy ass like insane Digivolutions to get these special Digimon. There's like a purpose for it. There's like a reason why. Again, like I can build a mech and I can destroy a goblin camp. Great. I could have destroyed them with a fucking arrow and a bomb. Like, yes, there's 10 million ways to destroy a camp, but there's what do I do after? What do I do after I destroy the camp? Nothing. There's nothing to do. So when you like really look at it,
You play another game. Yeah.
you play another game, which is exactly what happened. I went to Baldur's Gate 3. Good save.
Baldur's Gate 3.
That's kind of, I don't know. Like again, like I understand that there's gonna be people who love it, and again, it might be your top 10 or even your top 1 Zelda game. Congrats! I'm glad for you. As somebody who always enjoyed the original classic games, and I don't mind build 'em games, but like I'm not necessarily gonna be spending 100+ hours in Minecraft. I didn't necessarily want that mixed with Zelda. And I understand why a lot of people love that. That's cool, and I'm glad that you got to have fun with those powers. But I will say a lot of people didn't actually like the powers. And a lot of people will tell you that the game feels empty, because it just does. Breath of the Wild, there's at least reasons why you did things. But they didn't really have a reason as to why you did things in Tears of the Kingdom. So that's to me, like, they had cool aspects to it, but they didn't actually put any reason why. They were just like, flashy thing over here, flashy thing over there. We've done enough to distract the gamers. So that's why I'm not rushing to necessarily beat the game either. I actually almost have zero, for the first time ever, I have almost zero interest in seeing the ending of that game. And that's a first for me. I've never had that with a Zelda game. Ever. Not even Breath of the
I mean,
Wild.
it doesn't sound like the story's anything special, much as sort of, but I think it's like what's that game that came out? It's like Metal Gear Solid 5, you know, Phantom Pain.
Phantom
You know,
Pain.
the story for that game is
Whoa.
not the greatest thing ever, but the
Will's
gameplay.
about to like lose his
Well,
shit
no,
on you.
he's not wrong, but
No, but what I mean, the parallel I'm drawing is it's more gameplay focused than it is story focused. I
Yeah.
would say.
oh, 100%, yeah.
I like MGS5. I only got like halfway through it, but it's a pretty good game. Like, I don't mind it. I like the really cinematic sort of opening of that game, and I wish they just went with that. But
But I feel like fans
Oh,
were
yeah.
no.
The MGS5 start off like a banger.
yeah, like when you're in the
Wait,
hospital
are
and
you talking
everything.
about the?
Like when you open up to like the man who sold the world, and, like you're in the bandages and whatnot, you like go
Oh,
up from the
okay, okay.
hospital and they attack you on the fire horse thing.
Yeah.
You know, what a wild game.
But weren't most fans like pretty receptive about that? Because I find that Tears of the Kingdom, it's kind of split 50-50.
Yeah, I think most people like Phantom Pain.
Mhm.
I would think. I don't know.
I feel like most people were at least they found something of enjoyable to it. I don't know, and I like really like I really do enjoy like just like calm games. Like I play Animal Crossing, and the only reason to why is just because why not? But again, when you have an IP like Zelda, it's a little bit more difficult, I think, to appease my gamer brain when I'm expecting something different. I don't know if it's like expectations because of the IP or what, but I don't know. Anyways, Baldur's Gate 3, for the both of you, for context of where I am officially at,
Uh-huh.
I got the special cat bell thing from the Pixie, and
I never did that.
and I am getting into beyond, like, you know, like in the like where the Moonrise Towers are, like where like the fucking shit is up, and then there's like a harder darkness that like the first blessing doesn't protect you from. I just started there. There you go. That's where I'm at. We may,
Okay.
we may now discuss.
I didn't do any cat thing, so.
No. It looks like a cat bell. Like a little cat bell that you put on a cat's collar. The item looks like that. So here's the thing. Did you get the moon lantern?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you free the pixie?
No. What is that?
Then there you go. That's why you don't have the thing.
Oh.
The moon lantern is a pixie. It has a pixie in it. You can choose to release the pixie. If you choose to release the pixie, and ask her for help, she gives you a little cat bell that protects you, like the moon lantern will.
Oh.
Not that it protects you. It's if you ever lose her protection, you do it. She comes back. She gives it to you.
Yes, yeah. But she always
The
gives
funny thing about that is, I actually did not release her technically the first time because I thought I needed this to carry on
Yeah.
to beat the game. So I'll free you later kind of deal. But then not even partway through, like, and 2 hours after I made that decision playing, for some reason I came to a scenario where how did it happen? Something happened and I accidentally released her, and apparently she wasn't mad that I didn't release her the first time, and she still gave me the
the
thing.
cat bell. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was afraid because I thought, oh man, she's
You're like, oh
pissed
shit.
I trapped her, did not release her. It's like, oh shit. But no, she was kind of pretty chill with it. Alright, fine.
That's good.
Thank God.
I accidentally sold it. I don't get it back.
Oh no. Well, if you don't die or anything.
I killed the vendor, so I had to really go back.
Oh no.
I told
Oh,
him to
no.
get Frankie.
Oh wow. Dude, I also had a friend that was so pissed because he was playing through that area the whole time, stuck in the radius of the lantern because he thought it was the only way to whatever until I told him about the pixie and he's like, wait, what? What pixie? And it was, right? So he was like, oh no, I gotta keep one character's hand occupied the whole time. I can't use his weapon. I'm so pissed. I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
I guess because I'm a monk, like my guy just holds the lantern. He does the same basic thing, so I didn't notice it.
That's so funny. No,
it's funny that people play that. See, Kyle has one experience. We had one experience.
yeah, he didn't even know what the fucking pixie was.
Well, I guess I just took it from Balthazar's room or whatever, right? So it was just like something I took.
From
Like I
whose
never
room?
like.
Maybe don't answer that question. I don't know. Whose room?
I believe
The
there's two ways of getting the lantern.
There is
Yeah,
two.
I did it in a different way than you. Okay. That's all I'll say.
I got it from the Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's one of the ways too. I believe there's two ways because I think I got two of them for some reason.
Well, I have Nier's broken one. Yeah. I had Nier's broken one. And then I have, because that was at the end of Act 1. And then I got the Pixie through Spider-Man, who I deceived into basically committing unalive. Because we can't say that other word on YouTube, so unalive is the word. I basically was like, your God has forsaken you. She has asked you to give me the lantern. She has said that you must go through the darkness. He's like, okay. And so then they all went and died.
Oh my God, that's an interesting way of ending that scenario.
Oh my God.
My God, it's kind of dark.
Yeah, I was really, I went the hard way there. I was like, yeah, like if your God believes in you, basically, you'll be fine. But she needs you to give it to me. Like the Absolute has told you to give it to me. And he's like, is this what you want of me? Are you sure? And then people are like, are you kidding me? We'll die. And he's like, no, if the Absolute says this, then the Absolute must mean it. And then then they just like, they went off like very, like just down the road and just the shadows killed them. And I was like, well, that's one way. All right. Yeah, I'm apparently a deceiving little one. I just fucking manipulate everybody. Yeah, it's super dark. It's super dark. Because I know that like you could have just used the Harpers and you could have like ambushed them. But I have like high deception stuff. Like I got like +9 in like deception. So I almost always go that route. I kind of wasn't expecting it to go that way, but I was like, well, I don't have to fight them. There we go. You seemed like you were going to be a little hard. But yeah, that's how I got rid of Spider-Man. And then I got the Pixie right after that. What was I going to say? But yeah, and then I explored more, and because I went through Auntie Ethel's house through the Underdark, I never went through the Mountain Pass. So I went back to the Mountain Pass to explore and get to the Creche. And I just finished all of that. And wow, that's insane. Like, mind blown. It was so cool. So sick. You guys do that too?
I don't know. But I'm just playing. Like I'm willing to just miss sections.
Oh, I see.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, because I know I'm gonna do another playthrough, I didn't bother exploring everything.
Yeah, so you didn't go to the
I
mountains.
want like to get the full experience of just going through. But to be
Yeah.
honest, I try to explore everything as much as possible, usually anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming I did that part, but at the same time, I don't know. You gotta-
It's the Githranki stuff. Like it.
Oh yeah. So the funny thing was, I was gonna miss that part.
Yeah.
And then a friend was streaming and I hopped on, and I'm like, wait, what? And then
Currently listening to
so, like,
92 Elm on Upbeat.
because I knew
This
it
is
was
one
there
of
from
hundreds of
watching them,
tracks
I'm
that
like,
you can
well,
access
fuck.
and
I mean, might as
download
well
when you
go
upgrade
there
to
now
Upbeat
since I know
Premium.
there's a thing there. So I was gonna miss it. I was actually totally gonna miss that whole section.
Sorry, Sid, did you say you got to the Underdark through Auntie Ethel's house?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. No, because I did the whole Auntie Ethel thing and like finished that part, and then I got to the Underdark a different way.
Yeah.
No, there's like multiple ways, like not just the Underdark. Like almost every location, there are multiple entrances to each location. So I love it that people can end up in one location a totally different way than another person.
Right.
Like the mountain pass would have actually led you straight to the Shadowlands without going to the Underdark.
Yeah.
And that was super interesting. Did you go through the mountain pass?
Yeah. I did the Githyanki thing
Yeah.
as well.
I went through there. Like that was pretty cool. What did you guys do? Can I ask what your decision was with the prism?
What?
With
What
you're
it
talking
was?
spoilers or not spoilers?
The astral. No, like I mean, we've all done it because you've all been to the Githranki thing.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you
But
all.
what were the viewers? Do we care about?
I
letting
don't give a
them know?
shit about you guys. Spoilers.
Oh well, this shit. Yeah. So, oh wait, what was my decision? I think
Did you
I'm
go
trying-
against?
scared them. I believe.
Like
So
did
that's the problem. I confused my results with my friends because again, they were streaming. I was watching them.
you?
They, I think, ended up stabbing them.
Oh
I
really?
think I spared them.
I spared.
No, I spared the Dream Guardian person.
Oh yeah.
Like I like forgave them or whatever, and then fought the other people. Is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. I went up against all of them too. Yeah, and I told the queen or whatever, Valkrath. I can't remember how to say it. I told her like basically suck it.
But she's a god.
Yeah, I said fuck it, let's go. Like,
I think
wanna
that's
fight me,
what-
get in line.
I think that's one of the parts where she can insta kill you if you say the wrong thing. But I didn't see it.
I told her
Yes.
no the whole way, and I never got insta killed.
Oh no! So again, watching my friend's stream, they said the wrong thing, and she power word killed them to death, and they got a game over screen. I didn't know that was possible up
I
to
didn't
that
even know you
point.
could get a game over screen.
Yeah, I didn't know. Apparently, yeah. Apparently,
Damn.
you're gonna get potentially more of them later on. But in the beginning, they only made it like 1 or 2 times that can happen to you. Apparently, but there's more chances later on, something like that.
That's insane. That's insane. I never would have known. Wow. I literally played through it like, yeah, no worries. I'm gonna challenge you. I
Oh
would've-
no, there was consequences. Real
That's
consequences.
so funny because I was just like, I was like, fucking bring it. Because basically she was like you killed my Inquisitor, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. That I did that. He dead right there. Would you like to see? He's dead right there. And she was like, I want you to kill the person in the prism. And I was like, nah, I don't
Well,
think so.
okay, question to both of you. Actually, I don't know where Kyle is, but do you guys trust the dream person where you are right now?
Yes.
I would say so. Probably. Yeah.
Interesting. Cool.
I mean, I had suspicions when I saw them in the astral plane or prism, but I was kind of like, for now, I'm gonna go. Listen, Bravely Default got me fucking suspicious of everybody. If anyone's ever played Bravely Default, there's literally that whole twisty turn where the title of the
Lies.
game. Oh my god, where Aerie lies. Oh, What a good game.
I didn't want to say the whole thing. I didn't want to spoil it, but yeah.
Oh, dude.
Airy.
Airy Lies. It's an old game now. Play it.
It's
if
no
you-
game now, but damn.
Oh my god. The first time I saw that, I was like, like the soul left my body, literally, because I am Tiz. Anyways,
What is this, Harry Potter 2? Like it's an anagram?
yes.
Oh, okay.
So like Bravely Default says where the fairies fly, and when you get to a certain point in the game, there's like, so you know, like the annoying like navigator companion in most games, like a Navi from Legend of Zelda, or like where it's like a little fairy character giving you like a tutorial here, or reminding you of your main quest over here, you know, like
They
that
say
kind
a
of-
less funny puck.
Okay, yeah.
So imagine that character. Well, this was also played on the DS, so you had two screens. You had the bottom screen and the top screen. So Airy,
Right.
which was the fairy's name, was always there.
Okay.
And she was
Okay.
always leading you to do this, to do that. Well, when you get to the big twist of the game, which is like a most insane twist any game has ever had, and I will like remember this game the day I die because of that twist. Basically, you find out that Airy has been lying to you the whole time. So when you like save your game and you go to like boot it up, it no longer says where the fairies fly, it says Airy lies.
Oh.
And I'm like, I was like, oh my god! I was like, that is the sickest shit a game's ever done! Oh my god! Like, it's so subtle, and it just changes.
I still want to dress up
Yes, yeah.
as our terrorist dim one day.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure. I can't wait.
or as Ring a Bell as well. Either one.
Yes. I believe I was on. I'm gonna be on. Yes, I believe.
Oh yeah.
No, that's I want to be Urgurgur, but Urgurgur is Fia. She wants to be Adia, and I don't mind being Agnes because I like Agnes. Yeah, so that's who I'm gonna be. But yeah, that game, dude, Kyle, if you've never played it, you need to play it. It is sick, and the twist is just so cool, and the gameplay, oh my god, just epic way. But yeah, so
You said it's a DS exclusive game?
it's a 3DS.
Oh, I don't have a 3DS anymore.
I will let you borrow mine. It is so good. What a fucking good game. My god. But yes, I understand what you're saying, Will. Because of Bravely Default, I am suspicious of everyone.
Actually, before we leave, because we don't get to talk about Bravely Default enough, the 3DS had like this gyro system or whatever, like you know where you can move and your camera will like follow. And you can,
Yes.
you know, it'll know where you're moving and stuff like that. There's a cool little bit for like the sequel in
Yes.
Bravely Default. Like you know what I'm talking about, yeah. It's like I'm not gonna spoil anything, but you're a character in this like machine or healing chamber,
Yes.
and then you hear like this thing happening outside, and you're like in the tank. There's like 4 different windows, and you can move the 3DS and see that shit happening,
Dude.
and you can follow along. And it was just so cool. It's just like, actually, I don't want to say anymore. It's just a very cool.
The 3DS was
Yeah.
probably the most underrated console
Oh,
of its time.
there was so many. I remember. Oh, there's so many games that. I
So
played on
many
that
games that like would do stuff like that. Like Pokemon Ranger was so
shit.
fun
Oh, those
for-
are great games.
for like
Yeah.
that shit, but then like they never brought it back, and I missed it. Pokemon Ranger was sick. Oh my
Yeah.
god. And it's just like, but yeah, I know exactly what part you're talking about because I actually saved like a spot in it, and so I could always go back and replay that part because that is the sickest shit I've ever seen. A, not only that, B, I love that the game actually. Kyle, do you care about spoils?
For what? The Bravely Default 2? Or whatever it is?
And 1.
I don't care.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never gonna get around to these games, man. I'll tell you right now.
Viewers who have interest, go away for 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Give me like 1 to 2 minutes to gush about this. Okay. The biggest twist of Bravely Default is you, the player, your soul is inhabiting Tiz. So there's a moment in the end of Bravely Default 1 where the camera turns on and you see your face in the sky because you are Tiz. And then when you leave, when you shut off the game, Tiz goes into a sleep. And that's why he's in the machine in Bravely Default 2. And when he awakes, you, the 3DS, the player, get to see everything through his eyes.
You, the 3DS.
You are him.
Yep.
You are the 3DS.
You are the 3DS. You are Tiz. And I fucking couldn't believe how cool it was that not only did they use the system in such a unique way to do that, but how awesome and like how just like they had like a big set of balls on them for being able to continue that kind of a story amongst two games and say that like they've been searching for a way to get his soul back into him because he went into a sleep, and it was because you didn't play the game anymore because you were done, because the story was done. And so he's been in this like way to like make you feel so connected to the main character and the friends and all of it. Oh my god, dude, those games are insane. I know you're like, I'm never gonna get around to it. I'm gonna fucking make sure you get around to it.
Yeah, I'm getting hyped now just thinking about all the my god, like and the interesting bosses and the models.
Dude, the freaking jaw classes.
Every costume looked fucking dope.
Dude, everything was sick and it looked amazing on each of them. And like the fact that the special abilities you could bring across multiple jobs when you like got them.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was a fun system.
Oh my god. And I was so invested.
Revolutionary? Not really, but like it was fun.
Oh my god, I was so invested in the story and the characters, and like I paid attention to every little detail. The moment they have like Tiz's little brother die in the beginning, I was like, oh no, I'm like already attached. But then like the fact that you realize that Tiz died then too, and the only reason why he lived was because you played the game, bro. That shit was so meta. And I was just like, oh my god. Oh my god, my brain was just exploded. I was just like, I think I remember being like in university or something, playing that game, just fucking freaking out. Just freaking out. Coolest shit I had ever done.
And was it Anya's? She had some of the best dresses also.
Oh god.
My god.
She is like queen. She is gorgeous, man. And Adia had such a fun personality, and I love seeing all of their unique like costumes, and then there's all the shit about Ring a Bell too. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, there's some good shit with them.
Dude, as anybody knows, I am like a big sucker for any sort of like twists and shit or characters, which is why Baldur's Gate 3 is what we're here for today with this chill music. We've all got our coffees in front of us or something. And I got a soda because I don't drink coffee. I just drink caffeine. Anyway. But yeah, it's
I don't think Will drinks coffee either. Or maybe he does. Will, do you drink coffee?
You get no answer.
I do.
You do?
Not?
Oh, okay.
No. But I do admit, every once in a while, when I really need to wake up, I will drink coffee. But it's like in a year, maybe twice at most?
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink coffee or tea.
Oh, I drink coffee and tea all the time. But,
yeah. I don't drink any of it. I'm like, nah. My vice is Pepsi. But anyways, yeah, I'm like a big sucker for that shit. And that's why I love a lot of the JRPGs and stuff, like the Suikoden's and the Fire Emblems, because they always have like these insane, like really awesome twists and whatnot. And then you just have Bravely Default, who's just like, hi, I hear that you like this. Let me have it all, and I'll turn it up to 200%. I had never been like so moved by a game, and just now I want to play it all. I'm gonna go play it all again. Dude, it was so good. It was so good. Oh my god. And then they came out with like the new one, and I was like excited to play it, but then I was also kind of like, I never like really got into it too much. But like it's still interesting. I just never played it. Like I think it was because there's Bravely Bravely Default Second Layer, which is the actual sequel to the first one, and then there's Bravely Default 2.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I think they came out with Octopath Traveler. I think that's the same company.
Oh, that's them.
I think.
I think so. Is it? Let me double check.
Yeah,
If it is, I won't be surprised because I do get similar feels from it.
Yeah, that's why I thought that it was. I could be wrong though.
Oh, let me take a look.
Oh, Square Enix. So then, yeah, because Square Enix made Bravely Default.
Well, but it might not be the same
Their
team or whatever. But yeah.
Let's see who made it. Who made you with a choir?
Who made you?
It was by Silicon Studios.
Never heard of
They
it.
made. Let's see. Bravely Default, Fantasia 3 Kingdom Card Battle. Terror Battle 2. No, actually, I don't think they did, actually, unfortunately.
That's so sad. Yeah, because it says developers with Acquire and Square Enix Business Division 11.
Acquire made Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
Yes. They did.
And it says that they didn't. Yeah, it just says Octopath Traveler. They made it with Square
What
Division.
did Acquire make? Let me take a look at that. I'm just
11.
curious. Oh wow, they made a lot of stuff.
Oh, business. Wait. They were with the people who made Bravely Default.
Oh, okay.
Because it says that their creative business 2 was the head of business division 6. They made the Dragon Quest, Nier, Octopath Traveler, and Bravely Default series,
Oh, okay.
as well as arcade games, and Business 11, which made the Bravely series, the Octopath series. So they were made by the same people who were like it was a combination. Because like their character designs and stuff, it looks so much like fucking Bravely Default.
Is she cutting out for you?
She like just did, but
I
not
didn't say
before
I didn't
that.
say anything else.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. She just stop.
I just stopped. Yeah, sorry.
Period. Full sentence.
Yeah.
Finish.
Finish. There's also a crossover in Octopath Traveler.
Wait, with Brady Default?
Yeah, Bravely Default
sure.
crossover is back in Octopath Traveler. Which studio made
Oh, that's
Octopath?
cool.
Square Enix Business 11 and Octopath Traveler and Acquire. Okay, so then did they fucking make it? It's a spiritual
They had
successor.
They had a hand in it.
They had a
at least,
hand
so.
in it, yeah. I remember reading about Bravely Default team developing this game. Yeah, that's what I remember that too. Because that's why I got interested into Octopath Traveler, because it was made by the same people who made Bravely Default. Yeah, Bravely Default is Silicon Studios, or sounds significantly more familiar to me, and I don't mention seeing any Octopath Traveler in there. It's possible that the whole BD team working on this speculation. Whatever. I don't know. I just know that they had a hand in it. My point is, Bravely Default. Fucking 11 out of 10 game is what that game is. Baldur's Gate is a fucking 100 out of 10.
And this thing, we're not even done yet, and we're saying that. That's how, like, I mean, I don't want it, and I don't see it being shit the latter half of the game, but it could be terrible from now on, and I would still say this game is just great. It's worth it just to even play up to this point.
Oh yeah.
Being this good, you know what I mean?
No, it's so good, man. It's just, it's so good. Like, just the amount of, again, like the craziest things of like, okay, like this happened. Oh, I wanted to ask, how did the battle with like, okay, no wait, no.
Wait, actually no. There was something I wanted to say to finish up with the Get Yankee stuff. Because there's another section to it. Did you guys get to the machine
Oh yeah.
with the light?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you?
The thing that you like go into and stuff.
Like,
With
there's
the-
a machine,
Yeah.
right? Also, that's another one that could have given you the game over screen too, by the way. So there was a machine. It has like a light, a power source, and when you try to go to it, a shield pops up, preventing you from leaving.
Whoa,
Oh.
wait. Whoa.
I don't think so.
I don't
I don't
think I
think I
saw
did.
that.
Oh, wait. What were you talking about the same? What machine do you think you were?
Just
I
the
thought-
the
I
medic
thought-
or
yeah.
the medic, the
Yeah.
scientist or whatever she is.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the Zakith or whatever.
Oh no! So the funny thing was, I missed that whole sequence. I never.
What?
So I know about it because I saw my friend go through it, but in my playthrough, because I don't save scum, right? I play as it is.
Mhm.
The way I played it, I don't want to spoil too much, but I got to the point where I decided to save that area for later. I didn't get a chance to do later, and so I basically lost it. I wasn't able to do that section.
So you kind of like left, and you're like, "Oh, I'll come back to it," but then you got to a
Couldn't,
point where
because
you
of
could
how
come back.
I ended.
Oh, son of a bitch, eh?
Yeah, but then, again, I don't mind it. I'm playing it the way the game is playing.
Yeah.
You don't always have to hit everything, right? But it's good to know for my other playthrough I can go back. But
Oh, yeah.
I saw my friend play, so I knew about that. She did through the whole thing, so I knew. No, so actually, so you guys may have missed out on something that I did that you guys didn't do. So yes, I missed out on the chair with the lady
Yes, yes.
ranking shit and everything. So I missed out on my playthrough on that, but I know what it's about, so I know what you guys talk about. So the one I won, there's really so did you guys get in the Githyanki part? There was this one of the female like judicators or whatever, and like in her room there was like a weird force field door. Did you guys never go through that door?
No, I don't think I knew how to get through it or something. I think I know what you're talking about, but I'd have to. That was like a month ago.
So,
I-
well, there was a door that had like a glow on it.
right, that's what I'm
up
thinking. You're
top,
talking.
and then I went around and I blew rocks open, and then I fought something in it. Is that what you're talking about?
So basically, once you, at least the door I was talking about, once you go there, you get past there, you go to a section where there's like these traps, and you kind of have to get through them. And once you disable them, you get into this one section with this huge machine. It's being powered by this light source. And once you walk in, there's a force field that pops up, and you can't leave. And depending on what you do, either and then so once the shield pop up, there's this big cannon that kind of turns on and is ready to shoot and fire off. And if you do a certain thing, the cannon will either kill you and you get a game over screen, or you do the thing and you stop it and you also get a pretty nice reward too.
But
Do you
by
guys
game over
remember?
screen, are you
Yeah.
talking about just like when it says your party is dead or whatever? Like, is there another game over screen?
Yeah. So it just says like literally like you just, if you don't have the thing to do that scenario, you just get a game over screen.
Whoa.
It'll just say your party's dead, and then you have to load what you're saying.
Right.
Hey everyone.
Interesting,
This is
you guys
Owen.
both
shit.
in there.
I hope you enjoy
Basically,
using my
it's
tracks.
the
If you like
section.
what you hear,
Do you
go
care about
premium
some
today,
like? Okay,
and
do you
I
guys care
promise
about
to make
item
lots more
spoilers?
tracks
Spoilers.
just for you.
No.
No, or I don't.
Okay, so basically, I got a legendary mace. It's a glowing mace that constantly radiates sunlight, and it allows me to shoot sunbeam out.
Oh, like a fucking Venusaur?
Yeah, actually, yes. It's like a solar beam. It's like a one-time use solar beam.
Amazing.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's you get it by fulfilling that little section I was talking about. Interesting. So you guys missed out on that. Oh wow.
Yeah.
See, it's fun.
I
That's what I love about Baldur's Gate. There's like this is why you have to do a second playthrough. There's all these little things you missed on it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
The first time.
And like that was the thing. Like, so when I had left like the final bit of Act 1, my fiance actually told me, he was like, "Did you meet the fish people?" And I was like, "The what?"
No. So yeah, like my friend met the fish people. I didn't meet the fish
I didn't
people.
meet the fish people either, but my
There's fish
fiance
people?
did. Yeah, there's fish people in the first act, in the Underdark.
Oh, I don't know. I met all the mushroom guys, obviously, but
Yeah, no, there's
and the weird like crow people. Like, you
there's
fight, but-
fish people. Like there is actual fish people.
Again, do you care about item
No,
or
no,
reward spoilers, basically?
no, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it.
So the fish people, again, because I saw my friend play through, again, I won't spoil too much, but their reward is they give you a permanent buff, like a permanent, like extra, like ability that they just kind of give you. But the cost, unlike other things in the game, I feel like it's a little high. So I don't want to go too much into it, but yeah. Like, there's a few. The thing about bonus game, there's a few rewards that like they are like permanent buffs. Like either they give you a +1 to like a certain stat or something, or
Right.
they give you a ability. They just like a free ability that I don't know, like lets you see invisible things or something
Right,
like that.
yeah.
Like there's always little rewards like that throughout the game, but each one of these permanent rewards always comes with, I feel like, comes with a cost, and it's always, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's okay, but yeah, it's interesting.
It's
Again,
like-
yeah,
It's like anti-Ethel, where if you
Yes!
allow her to like pluck out your eye, you will
Yeah.
lose like that sight.
Yeah.
And it's like so interesting that like you could play the rest of the game with your like eye gone. Like how cool? How cool is that? That's so fucking cool. Like what? Like who thought about that? That's so fucking cool. No, yeah, I missed out on the fish people too. My fiance
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, did you meet the fish people?" It's crazy. I was like, "What? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about." I was like,
Yeah,
I thought I was like explorative like crazy, and I feel like I'm not.
yeah. I killed Auntie Esther in my playthrough, but again, my friend let her live, and she got a free buff from her. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, that's like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like and then there was like the big mushroom man, which you like allowed on your team.
Yeah, not gonna lie. Again, well, I guess we don't care about
When
spoilers.
we're
You
done
killed him?
I killed him. I killed him.
I killed him.
Oh, I didn't kill him. I went and
My
killed
friend
Nier.
didn't let him live though.
I went and killed Nier and brought his head back to him, and that's what he
Oh
won.
shit! Oh that.
No,
Because then you like make him like the.
Yeah, you can
What
make
the
him like the
fuck? You
leader.
make him
I
something.
didn't. You make him like the leader. I didn't. I killed him. And then I gave
Yeah.
the head of Nier to the other guy.
Like I missed
Oh,
out
he
on a
ends
lot
up
of
on it.
rewards because of my moral compass of how I want to play my character. So,
Mm-hmm. No,
I'm sorry, Kyle. You were saying?
No, I just. Yeah, I don't know. I did the evil thing in that spot, I guess. Or he's kind of an evil guy.
I have a moral compass too, and I'm very like when I have characters saying like I have Asterion telling me he's because I'm on a romance path for him, and he's like, you're you're naive, and you're like, all of this stuff, and I questioned was like, what do you mean naive? And he was like, well, it's just you have a big heart and you care about people, which is why you're gonna want to help me. And I was like, ah ha ha ha. I was like, listen here, you sassy bitch. I was like, I don't like being called out, but yes. So what do you want? It was just very funny that like, depending on what you do, the characters around you act differently too. Like they know that you're gonna help out. Like I've had characters now, like side characters say, I know that you'll help me out now. Because I've helped them out before. And so it's interesting that they're just like, I know I can trust you, I know I can turn to you. It's just so cool. It's so cool. But yeah, right now, I'm exactly. Did you guys meet Raphael again? I want to say again, because
Yeah.
I met him the first time in that place, the village. The village in the Shadowlands. That place.
Oh.
Wait, that was your first time?
The first time I met him was on the
No,
bridge.
no.
Yeah, same.
No, I meant like
Oh.
First time for me was the
because
bridge,
we
too.
already talked about the first time. I meant like in Act 2. Like I met him playing chess against the girl, the little girl. Mole.
Oh. I don't know. I met him when you go into the area. You have to go in there. I don't know how to phrase it without spoiling it.
What you mean, like the weird like temple, the tombstone, the graveyard?
Yeah, that's where he is.
No, you didn't
Or
meet
at
him. Wait,
least
you didn't meet him in the village?
Like he's at the entrance of the mausoleum and he like gives you a mission, basically.
Right, but like that's it. You never saw him in the village.
Again,
I don't know. I don't know what village you mean.
Everyone's
But
had different experiences, which is why I love it.
I know. It's just so
Sometimes
crazy.
you meet one way, you missed out another way. It's
Okay.
pretty hard.
The village is like so in the Shadowlands, right? To get the blessing.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah, to get.
but Kyle's right. He also pops up again in the mausoleum.
No,
So I think for him,
I
he went
met
to the
him.
mausoleum first.
But how could he have gone to the mausoleum without the moon lantern? But to get to moon
No,
lantern,
he-
you need the.
okay, it doesn't really matter. What ends up happening or what I did is you ambush him. So I went with the spider guy for a bit, and then what are they called? The people
The
that
Harpers.
attack you? Yeah. So then I was like, okay, I sat with the Harpers, and then I killed the spider guy. But then the goblins that are with you, I was like, okay, he was evil. It's all good. And then we like walk together or whatever. And then you like go to the moonrise thing. And then you're like in there and you talk to some lady and she's like, yo, get the moon lantern from so and so. And so that's what I did. And then you go to the mausoleum from there.
Whoa. Okay, so that's crazy to me because like, I haven't even been to Moonrise Towers yet. But
Oh,
Right,
you're
so
not there yet?
So
No.
this is the interesting thing, Sam, is that I main pathed it so fast that it basically screwed me. So I have to basically do all the side stuff you're doing right now,
Bro.
to be able to be leveled enough to fight the boss. That's
Oh
there,
yeah, what level are you?
basically. 7.5.
Okay,
Wait,
I'm
wait.
I'm
I'm
7.
curious. How? Where? Without spoiling to Sam, are you able to tell me exactly where you are story-wise?
Yeah, like no, I'm about to fight J.K. Simmons. Like,
Oh
basically.
shit! Okay, all right.
But like I can't because I can't. Like I can't because I'm not high level enough.
What?
Basically.
What do you mean? 7.5?
No, I need to be 9. I need to be 9. That's what the
I
recommendation
did that.
is.
I did that as 8 personally.
Really? Oh man. Okay. Well, I at least have to get to level 8, basically. But yeah.
I mean, depending on how you build your build.
You can probably get around it. Like who's on your squad?
My squad is Will, Gil, Karlak, and Shadowheart, I think.
Oh my god. So,
Yeah, I know you said you
hated
missed
that
Gil, which is so funny. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I said this last time too, but I hated that I'm playing a good character this time around, and I'm not romancing Karlak. Because when my second playthrough, when I play more evil, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to romance her because she likes good stuff.
Yeah, she is my biffle. Okay, she is my best friend for life.
She's your yeah, she's a great BFF.
Oh
She's
my
like
god.
ride or die girl. She backs up
Dude,
everyone. Like
she is.
I love you, but I can't. I'm a one-woman man. I can't. I'm loyal already.
Okay, so when I was romancing Asterion, at the end of Act 1, when you have like that celebrity party or whatever, you're celebrating that you did all this shit. I'm excited because Asterion's like, hey, and I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. Moving forward, because I was like, how am I gonna romance him? I am a good person, and he likes bad things. But it ended up working out just fine. At the same time that was happening though, apparently everybody wanted to have sex with me, because then like Lizelle was like, you won't know what it's like to feel my fingers on you. I was like, whoa, Lizelle, take a step back. And then Shadowheart was like, so you and Asterion, huh? Are you sure? Are you sure, sweet thing? Are you sure? I'm just saying I wouldn't trust it. And I was like, no, like I'm pretty good with it. And she's like, okay. And then she like poured a drink. She's like, liquid courage for the night. Have fun. And so then we drank. And then I went over to Karlak, and Karlak's like, so you and Asterion, eh? And I was like, yeah, is everybody just like watching what I'm doing 24/7? And so I'm like, okay, yeah, 100%. And then Karlak was like shooting her shot with me. and she was like, so like maybe you can find me later instead. And I was like, Karlak, no, you're my best friend. I don't want to hurt your feelings. And I was like, Karlak, like there's a line that comes up because she literally had already talked about how me and Asterion are a thing. She was like, well, there's a line that says like, I'm with someone else, or I have someone else. And she was like, I know, but you gotta like shoot your shot. I threw my dart and it didn't hit. Ah, shit. And I'm like, girl, whatever. But she was like, she's my best friend, so much so that like when she dies, my character's like, no, Carla, no. I'm like, what? It's a visceral response. My character is upset when something happens to Carla.
Yeah, there's just like, was it Will?
Will.
I have a really good relationship with Will, right? Because he's also kind of a good guy. We have a lot of similar. Like every time I see Will approve, I'm like, oh, cool, like we're on the same page. But
did he dance with you?
Did he go do dancing? That's what happened.
Yeah, so like I try to keep it like on the low. I could tell he's into me. I'm trying to be very neutral. But then we do the dance scene, and I pull away, and I feel my heart breaks in half as I see the look on his face.
What? I didn't even dance with him. I just said F off or whatever.
I didn't dance with him either, and I still felt
you
like a piece
didn't
of shit.
dance? You
No,
fucks.
of course not. I'm not gonna give him the wrong impression. I'm an Asterion girl. I literally have had sex with Asterion twice at this point, and I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? And he's like, come on, dance with me. And I was like, no. I'm like, I see,
so bad.
especially because
like, oh.
because his words were directed in such a romantic fashion too, where he's like, I brushed up on my dancing skills for the only partner that matters, you. And I'm like, Will. I'm like, Will, no. And then I felt so bad, and I was like, no. And he's like, are you sure? And I was like, Will, stop it. You're breaking my heart.
I wish my character was more of a slut. I feel so bad.
I wish my character wasn't so fucking loyal. No, I know. I can't do it either. I'm like, no, man, monogamy. I'm sorry. I'm like, if I'm pursuing someone, Will, I'm not gonna give you the wrong impression. And then he's just like looking at me like so sad as I tell him to like, enjoy the rest of the night. And he's like, yeah, I'll enjoy the rest of the night, and just like goes off. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I felt like such a piece of shit. But I was like, at the same time, I was like, dude, I've never once done anything to elicit that I am interested in you that way. And I saw a lot of people were saying, because I went on Reddit because I was interested in what people thought about that scene, and a lot of people were like, man, I wish that I could have been like his friend more. Like, I wish that I could have had more of a friendship moment in that scene, but like clearly it's not a friendship moment, clearly it's a romantic moment. And they were just like upset because they wanted to have more friendship moments, which I agree. Like, I want friendship moments. Like, I don't want to romance every single one. Like, I kind of do. Like,
hey man, I respect the guy that shoots his shot.
Oh,
he shot his shot with me, and I turned him down, but damn, it felt good.
He shot his shot with me, and I felt so, like, I was extremely flattered, but I literally couldn't say I'm flattered. Like, I couldn't say that I'm flattered, but like, no, like, I basically had to, like, none of the options
It's a
were,
cop
like,
out if you do, man.
Yeah, like, none of it was like good options to like say to like lightly put him down. Like, I basically had to just rip the fucking band-aid off and be like,
What? Oh, I mean, he still has 100 relationship with me, even though I said no.
no, they will. They don't understand. Like, but like, I wish that like I could have turned that into like a friendship. Like Mass Effect does it pretty well, where like you can have friendship.
Yeah, but I would say Mass Effect goes slightly harder into the relationship stuff, which I like. Don't get me wrong. And I'm glad that they.
No, from my understanding, Baldur's Gate goes.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like part of the fun of Mass Effect is those stuff. I'm glad that they did, at least so far what I'm seeing. This is what the limit for Baldur's Gate, because I don't want to take away from the Dungeons and Dragons part of it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like I understand what you're saying. Like Mass Effect, I loved that it was such a good mixture of like a crazy adventure with like with like sex. But anyways, but like I will say that like from my understanding, Baldur's Gate gets like that too, and it can get like that too.
It can, but it doesn't like it's not the thing.
No,
Yeah,
and I
so-
wouldn't say that Mass Effect it's the thing either. Though
But,
like
but if you compare the two, I would say it's a little.
I would say
the
Mass
thing
Effect
is
is
a little
harder.
more.
Yeah, but
Yeah, a little
but like I do wish that because games like this are about the companions. Like the adventure is only as fun as the companions you have with you on the adventure.
Yeah, the friends we make along the way.
Yeah, so I would have liked to be able to have like a girls' night with like Shadowheart and
Oh,
Karlach,
that would be so cool.
or have like a like a
Yeah.
guy night or whatever, or like hang out and talk to like Will and Gale without either of them hitting on me. Like I would have really
Mhm.
enjoyed being able to pursue friendships with them. There's a lot of games that do that, and I really enjoy it that they do. I will say that the games hilariously that do that though are the ones that are probably more primarily focused on that. So like I don't know, like Harvest Moons or Story of Seasons. Like there's this one Story of Season. Actually, there's a few Harvest Moon too, where like you can become friends with like the girls or the guys, depending on which character you are, and you can help push them into their relationships with other people, and then they have kids, and then your kids and their kids are best friends, and like you have best friend
fucking dope.
scenes and stuff like that. So like there's like a lot of like there was one in Story of Seasons Trio of Towns where like you like get to have like a girls' night in like an inn, and you get to just like have a blast talking to them and all this shit, and it's like I want that. Like I want that for like Mass Effect and stuff. But like Mass Effect does do that, especially with the DLC, the best DLC ever, the DLC where the game needs to end because the ending does not happen. But the Citadel DLC has the best character interactions. You just have like a whole party. I don't know if you've ever played it, but
I never played the DLC.
The DLC.
I played all those games, but I never.
The DLC is like mwah. It is amazing. It adds so much depth to the characters. But the Citadel DLC is basically like it's like that. Like a whole part of that is literally just having a party with your crewmates. And it was so fun to be able to explore that. And then you even have friend scenes with them outside of it too, at like the casinos or the arcades or the the sushi place and all that shit, and like just how awesome it was. And I want that again. Like I'm like always do that. Like I want to be friends with people, which is why like Karlach and Shadowheart, they are like my best friends, and even Lizelle, for fuck's sake. Lizelle really likes me, and I consider her a friend too, and it's really cool, and I like that.
I can't wait for you guys to get to where I am because there's more stories happening right now where I am, and man,
I'm probably
I
gonna
want to know
message.
your opinion.
I'm gonna like message the group chat and be like, "Oh my god, Will, I made it." I don't know, cause like right now I'm in the graveyard. I saw Raphael again, and I'm actually in the Shar place, Lady Shar place.
Oh, wait, what? Wait. So you haven't went to Moonrise Kingdom, but you're at the Shard.
Yeah, that is what is just crazy to me.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
Why?
Again, I love everyone's different playthrough. It's amazing. Huh?
Well, the Moonrise Tower
No, just that-
is like the end goal, so I'm exploring elsewhere. And I was doing, there's like another quest, because there's like a ledger that I have to get from somebody, and then there's like the art guy that you have to like free his soul or something, I don't know. And like, so I was headed in that direction, and then I ran into Raphael, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do this. So I went down into the mausoleum, and I'm going to go kill someone. I don't know who, but I know that it's gonna help Asterion, so that person's dead. So I'm like, I don't even need to know, you're dead. I will bring
What
the
if
head.
what if it's a little child?
Dead.
I
Asterion
never fail.
will be my king.
Good moral at my ass.
No, you're kidding. No, he told me that. He said he's the one who was like, you have a big heart. And I was like, I know. Come to the good side. But yeah, no, I'm intrigued to see like how it is. That's where I'm at right now, is the Lady of Shard Temple. And then I'll be making my way to Moonrise because I went back to the Mountain Pass and finished all the Githranki stuff. But yeah, no, that's so. I love how you guys are saying that. Now I'm kind of like, am I doing a lot of shit out of order?
No, I just
everyone plays differently. It's great.
I just ran into him. I just ran into Raphael. He was right there, and he was like, "Do not go in, unless you are going to kill them. Then do it." And I was like, "Okay." Yeah, and then I ran into Arabelle, like the little girl. Yeah, there's just like so much. I just feel like there's just so much happening, and I'm like in love with all of it. And I'm so excited to get to whatever the fuck Baldur's Gate is, because everybody's
there's. I hope you're not tired yet. There's so much more.
I'm fucking excited. Are you kidding me? I'm excited that like I played like 26 hours of this game, and I don't feel like I've even fucking scratched the surface. Like,
how is that possible? I mean, I guess I did all of the Shar's Temple and the other stuff. No, because I've played for 45 minutes. So I'm just like, damn.
You're like, how is that possible?
No, but there's people that are like have like 200 hours into it, and I'm just like, what?
Oh yeah, I have a few friends that are like 200-300 hours into it already.
It's gonna be hard to do that without multiple playthroughs, I think.
They're on their I'm slow out of all my friend group. I'm usually always like that.
No, I'm always the slowest one too, because like Mass Effect.
I like to take my time.
Well, yeah, I don't like it's
what's wrong with the way they're playing. I'm just saying, like, everybody plays the game they want to play, but they sped through their first playthrough, like I think kind of how did a little bit, like just main stuff only, and then now in the second playthrough they do a lot of the side stuff.
I can't do that. I can't live that life. Like
for Act 1 I did like everything possible, and then I think I kind of burned myself out. But then the boss of Act 2 is just too. Like they're level like 11. That's what level they are. So it's like, geez, I should be at least.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what level they are. But I think
I don't always look at the level.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. But I have been killing like 8s and 9s recently. I think I'm getting close to level 8. I will say, like, yeah, like I do everything. I can't. You know me, guys. Come on, at this point, you know I'm like a completionist. Like I don't feel comfortable leaving an area knowing that there's so much more that I could explore.
Hey, and it's Benji from All Good Fights.
Sam, I'm with Old Will was like perfectionist. I'm one of those 100 out of 100% completion at the end of the game kind of guy back in the day. I'm a little more like Kyle now. If I do everything now in the game nowadays, I get burnt out. So I need to pace myself. So now I'm more in between. I do most stuff, but I'm okay missing out on a few things and then moving on rather than being burnt out.
Well, yeah. Like if I miss something, but like
I can't be that same guy anymore. And I don't have the time. I don't have the time, basically.
What was that Spider-Man 2 comes out in like a week or whatever?
Oh.
And like the report is that like it takes 30 hours to like 100% platinum the game. I was like so amped. I'm like, that is the sickest thing I've ever heard. Like 30 hours to do like the entire thing is like the best thing ever.
Wait, where did you hear this? People.
That's just because people are reviewing the game, right? So sort of Game Link is like coming out, thing like that.
Oh wow.
Like I'm like, dude, that's amazing. I wish every game was just 30 hours long.
Yeah. Oh shit. Honestly, that's the perfect amount of time for a game.
Yeah, like it's great.
It's so interesting because I'm just so different. I found with age,
don't worry, Sam. Rebirth is gonna be 100 hours. You're not gonna like it, but it's gonna be 100 hours.
And listen, I'm gonna put my time and effort into a game that deserves it.
So yeah, like Rebirth.
Listen, I will say that the trailer gave me some hope, and I saw Vincent, and I cried a little.
Yeah, right. But he's not playable, so.
He's not?
No, he's not. He's not playable until the third one.
What?
Well, you're trolling, right?
No.
Well, you being serious? No, you're trolling, right?
No, that's what Nomura said.
No fucking cock. No, I'm being serious. Are you joking?
Go. I'd have to find the article.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Wait.
What? I'm not buying games.
About the people. Well, you need a PS5 anyway.
Oh, that's
Oh
I
my
think
god.
it's on that.
Will not be
Wait,
playable.
okay.
He'll be controlled through AI commands.
Okay, you found it. Okay.
Fans suspected that the second chapter of the Final
I was
Fantasy
looking
movie
for
will feature Vincent. And the
It's
research-
like Red 13, like that character.
What?
That is dumb.
So if neither Vincent or Sid are playable. Oh.
I didn't even know about Sid being in it, but hey, man,
Okay.
Sephiroth is playable, so.
If things not playable, I get it. But Sid, he's like you can't miss integral to the plot.
Okay, I'm done. I don't want to talk. We're not talking about it. I'm talking about Baldur's Gate. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I don't want to put
Yeah, they
into
made
a game that deserves it.
they made Sephiroth playable before Vincent or Sid.
Well, of course he's playable because there's a fucking flashback.
It's gonna be the best. You gonna
It's-
play as
no.
Sephiroth? Are you kidding?
No, I
So
don't care about Sephiroth. I
So
care about
sick.
Vincent. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, when I was younger, I used to bum rush through games a lot. Like I missed so much shit of games, and to the point where like I would get to the end and I'd be so underleveled that I either A, couldn't beat it, or B, I just wasn't, because I couldn't beat it after like multiple times of playing it, I never actually beat the game until I was much older. So because of that, my gameplay shifted. And instead of, bum rushing it to get to the end, I wanted to explore everything. And when I started exploring everything, I felt like this whole new world of like what time and effort that people put into it, and all of these like crazy cool stories, these crazy things that I never experienced before, that I just like would have missed. I like wanted to see it all. And so then I just went straight into JRPGs, which are always like 100 plus hours or whatever. And I would spend 100 plus hours exploring everything, and that has not changed. So maybe that's why I focus more on like I want to experience everything playthrough, but like nothing has changed. I don't get burnt out. The only time I ever get burnt out is like if a game is just not as interesting. Like if there's not a lot of story, or there's like not a lot of reason to go forward to like the next plot, like Tears of the Kingdom, then that's where I start to get burnt out.
Oh, okay.
The thing about Baldur's Gate 2, like when I was playing the first two acts, I thought, okay, like they did so much already. I wouldn't be surprised if Act 3 was, like, yeah, get a little shorter, or they're a little more lazier with their writing, whatever. Totally fine. I get it. No, man. Act 3 is still just hitting as hard. I'm like, fuck.
I'm excited.
Like, these people, honestly, man, I hope they get paid, because this is, yeah, you can tell they stayed on, they foot on the gas the whole way through,
And I love that, because like I feel like so many people got to put their time and their effort into this, this wonderful. Basically, it's just the biggest homage to D&D creativity and like, RPG kind of games and characterization, story, like that anybody could ever have given. Like it's literally basically like a love story to all of it. And it's just so fun to be able to experience it all. Like I love going through and talking to everybody, and I don't mind to take my time. Again, I'm not the type to really like look up a walkthrough on my first playthrough, especially with this. So like I don't know that I miss things unless somebody else has experienced it. So I think that I have completed it 100%. But knowing that there is stuff that, even though I thought I completed it 100%, I still missed, like drives my brain bananas. My brain is like so excited to go back and replay, knowing that there's even more stuff that I would have missed. And replayability for me is like, a lot of times I replay games because their story is awesome and I just fucking love it and I want to see it again. Like Mass Effect, I've played so many times. I think I probably put close to about like 600 hours into those games. And I love replaying them just because the story is so fun. And it's the same with like games like this. Like, I know that the story is so fun, the characters are so fun, but again, this game also has so much replayability in the sense, like, there's so much, you can approach things in a different way. You can be a different class, you can be a different character, you can go for different people, you can be a completely different person, moral compass wise. Like, it's just so crazy to know that there's just so much replayability that even if you think, well, I've completed everything in the game, so that's it. No, like, there's now probably like 50 more ways you can play that game. That
50.
version. Well, think about it. Think about every single race with every single class.
Right.
Is a different story. Like, it's crazy the amount of replayability that this game has. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked to get to Act 3. Man, I'm so stoked, but like I'm gonna take my time. I like taking my time. I like exploring. I like getting all of the stuff, and I don't think that I will ever get burned out. Again, JRPGs are the ones I run to. Hell, fucking Trails in Cold Steel. I went to like I'm gonna say GameStop, but it was EB Games back in the day. I went to an EB Games and I asked somebody because I was just craving for JRPGs, and at that point, like, I played the new Persona. I had played all the like new JRPGs that had come out, and you know, I just was craving something new, something, you know, that was just big and grandiose. And then, you know, the girl actually recommended, well, hey, have you ever played the Legends of Heroes games? And I was like, no, what the hell is that? She's like, wait, you're a big JRPG person, you don't know what that is? And I said, no, what is it? So then she introduced it to me. My good God, like, I fucking spent probably like 60 to 70 hours in each one of the Trails in Cold Steel and then to like enter that whole world. Like, I will constantly look for those games, and I will be the one who buys every single one that's like 70 hours, and I will play 70 hours. So it's crazy. I don't know. Again, the only time I find that I get burnt out is like when the story isn't interesting, the characters aren't interesting, there feels like there's no motivation to move forward. It feels very much like I can only be in like an open world setting, I think, for so long before I get extremely bored if there is no story. And the only reason why I say that is because Tears of the Kingdom is probably the closest I'll have to that, because the world just feels empty because there really isn't anything super interesting going on. Like, even when I did the main quests, I was kind of like, like, it really wasn't that interesting. It's because it wasn't that interesting, that's when I started to get burned. But if there's stuff that's stimulating me and like interesting, the characters are interesting, blah 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 blah, I'll put fucking 150 hours into it. Easy. No burn.
Speaking of completionist, Kyle, did you beat the Slay the Spire with every character yet?
No. God, no.
How many characters have you completed the game with?
Oh, just Ironclad.
And did you get the true ending, or?
For his thing? No, I think I'm on like Ascension 4 or 3.
Oh, cool.
But I mean, and that's the whole other thing about that game is like, dude, that's just a pure gameplay game. There ain't no story to this game. But I mean,
That's true. Yeah.
it's whatever.
Like that game, its gameplay carries the weight of the thing.
You're just playing cards for. I think, what if I put it on a PC something like 10 or 12 hours or something, and I played it on console for like 12
Oh, you had it on the
too,
Switch?
and I played it on my phone for like 20. So
What?
I say, dude, I loved it.
way.
Slay the Spire is like such a sick fucking game.
What is
Right.
it?
Play the
Slay,
Spire.
there's like a fan-made expansion that's free, and I haven't played that yet, but apparently it's good.
I know. I haven't played that either. Yeah, I heard it was great though, but yeah, I haven't. I still love the base game so much. So.
Yeah, no, it's just like a deck builder with like 4 different characters, and each one has like different cards and different strats and stuff. It's fun. It's really good.
It's one of my top 10 favorite games of all time.
Yeah, probably for me too.
Oh shit!
and
Really? Really?
And then like, oh yeah, I love that game, and I love Hades too. But Hades
Oh,
is a
yeah.
good. Hades is good because it like has like a ton
two?
of story. I've only played 1.
Oh.
Is early access for 2 out? I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait, is it? I really don't know. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, I do really want to play that.
Hades.
Because that I did like the true ending for and everything.
Hades 2 has like You can add it to its wish list. I don't see anything.
Oh, so maybe it's not out.
Oh, there's no. Oh, early access. Oh, early 2004. Okay, never mind.
Early 2004. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I can't wait till that comes out.
Oh no, you loved Hades one.
It's about
A
good.
lot of people did. Hades is a lot of those variants.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the best roguelikes.
Are we
out there.
are we even gonna be able to name like our top 3 video games?
Of all time. I know. I do have.
Ooh.
A,
Yeah,
one
I have
game
top
that's
3 of
my
all
top
time,
three
easy,
for
bro.
sure.
And you're gonna hate them
Oh,
all. It's
God.
great.
Me?
Yeah.
Why would I hate that? Oh, it's Final Fantasy 7 up there.
No. Yeah. Remake is my favorite game. No.
Thank God. Then I'm not gonna hate anything you have up there.
Super Robot War OG is in my top
Super
3.
what one?
Super
Oh,
Robot War.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Of course. 100%.
What the heck is that?
You don't know what
It's-
Super Robot Wars is?
It's Super War is basically.
I know what Super Robot is, but I don't know what game that is. Basically.
Yeah, Super Robot Wars. Yeah, it's a series of games. They're like. How can I explain it? Like they're tactical role playing games with really cool cutscenes
Okay.
of the mechs doing their moves and shit like that. What the hell? Yeah, and it's one of my favorites of all time. Like it's a whole series of games, but specifically Super Robot War OG or the Moon Dwellers. Either one of those are my favorite of all time. It's the best. It's my top 3. It's a 10. It's for me 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. I just love
The Moon Dwellers.
it. Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. This is gonna be our task before we end stream. I wanna hear everyone. Should I say top 3 or top 5?
Top 3?
Oh, okay. I have to go through a lot because
Let's
I
do
could
top
try to
5.
do a top 10 by just throwing a bunch of my favorites, but to
Yeah.
really make a top 3, ooh, I have to really
We can do this. Right?
probably.
Maybe I don't know. I know one. Oh God.
I know my one. That's Super War OG. That's for sure. It's 10 out of 10. Well, ironically, Ninja Turtles. My favorite Ninja Turtle is Turtles in Time or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2 for the.
Not Hyperstone Heist?
Huh?
I feel like Hyperstone Heist is really good, but maybe I'm
Hyperstone Eye? Say it again?
Hyperstone Heist? Isn't that is
Oh,
that 3?
Hyperstone Eye.
Isn't it?
I've
Is
never
that,
played that one.
Oh yeah, it's a game,
It's a
but
good
it's
one.
for Sega Genesis.
Oh shit! Yeah, actually, I
Isn't it-
remember this. I know. This is not my favorite.
Isn't it on SNES? I feel like it's on SNES. Is it not on SNES? What game am I thinking of here?
My
I'm
favorite
probably
was the
thinking of Turtles in
NES
Time.
one. Ninja Mutant Ninja Turtle 2. That was a really fun one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is still great. Raphael's the best. My boy, my homeboy.
Was this really just on Genesis? It
Only
was.
on Genesis, really?
That's crazy. I remember playing it. I didn't remember that it was Genesis. Then. What the heck?
Okay, I'm trying to write a list of my top 5, so I'm ready.
Oh, you want a top 5?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe in you, Kyle. You go first.
No.
No.
Jeez.
I mean,
I already said
this is a basic answer, but I have to say Chrono Trigger. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I-
okay.
I-
yeah.
got
know it seems like a basic answer to a lot of people. For me, it really was one of my best games of all time. So I'm putting that also as my top 3. So I have two in my top 3 right now.
Okay.
I got it on Steam, so I gotta play it because I never played the whole thing.
Oh my god, I played there's so many good games. Oh, it's so hard, man.
I know.
Like to be on a top 3, you have to be 10 out of 10.
I know. You have to be a
You
10
can't
out of
be
10
la-
experience.
You can't be lacking in any category. Like,
Oh my
like
god.
part of the reason I love the Super War OG and Chrono Trigger, they both have great music, great art style, great game, saw it from beginning to end, great story, plus the nostalgic feeling I get from both of them is incredible.
I know, right?
That what makes them 10 out of 10 games. trying to think of a third one. I mean, I love fighting games. So a fighting game would definitely be in my top 10, but I don't know if it'll be in my top 3. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I love fighting games, but they're not top 3.
I have to like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough to do stuff like this, which is why I thought it'd be a fun way to try to end this stream.
I know, it's fun. I do like it, but you kind of threw it in my face. I'm like, fuck, I'm like scounging my memory.
Yeah.
It even I'm doing it too, where I'm like, oh, I know that I'm gonna be fucking
Diablo 2
forgetting games.
as top 10. Also, I have to have that down.
Yeah, if I came up with like a top 10 and didn't have to order them, it'd be good.
Okay, fine. Do
Yeah,
top
if
10.
you want that,
top 10
I
then.
can do that.
Top 10 then.
Really?
All right, people. Top 10.
Okay, give me a
I'll
second.
take it
But
easy on you.
No, but I have like a
Yeah, I'm
bunch.
not really ordering either because I
Oh.
don't ask me to order.
Batman Arkham City.
What
I've
a
never
great
played
game.
it. I want to play it, but I've never played it. I saw
Have you played any of them or no?
No, but I saw the Scarecrow shit, and that is some of the coolest shit I've
Oh,
ever
they're great.
seen. That is epic.
The thing is, unfortunately, honestly, if you play one, you kind of play them all in a way. So if you have
No
in my
way.
opinion,
Are you kidding? No, you
Kind
don't.
of like. Don't get me
No,
wrong. I love all the
Arkham
Batman
Asylum is a Metroidvania, and then City's like open world. It is also a Metroidvania in a
Just
way.
true, just true. The Asylum is
But-
way different than like City, and City
But City is similar to
to
Arkham Knight,
more
which I
similar to the
man, I
third
like
one,
that
yeah.
game, but it's a
And then
bizarre.
Origin is
Oh man, it's a love hate.
more like it's in between like 1 and 2. Kind of? I don't know.
I never played Origin before. Never played Origin.
It was.
should play that.
I like the story slightly more than the gameplay, if I remember correctly.
Mm.
Okay.
Dude, what?
Oh yeah. Also, for me, State of Spy is also my top 10.
Oh fuck no, this one too. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, I know.
And for the fighting game, I'll put a King of Fighter one. I guess it'll be.
KOF.
Yeah, KOF.
Shit.
I'll put KOF
Dude,
2002.
you know there's a Fatal Fury anime that looks sick as hell. I never watched.
Oh, there's a few. Oh yeah.
There's like
um,
I saw one in the cut was like he was like boxing the dude, and the animation looks so sick. I was like, God.
They
I never
might
played
do
Fatal
another
Fury, though.
one. Oh, wait, sorry, say again.
I said I've never played Fatal Fury though, so I wouldn't
Bro,
like know
I
the
would.
character.
I'm down to play. Like, if everyone do like a video or something, like just to jump back, play a little bit of Fatal Fury, I'm down. I'll play with you.
Fatal Fury.
Yeah, I'm down.
Dude, 10, dude.
Shit.
Right? Even I'm like, oh my god, I'm like cutting corners.
No. I have 6, and then probably I mean.
Oh,
guess-
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Is it my
Oh,
top
2?
10 though? Resident
Okay.
Evil 2.
Dude, it could be.
Oh,
Resident
Resident
Evil
Evil
is so
4 is definitely gonna be in yours, Kyle.
It is.
I
It
love
already is.
4. I love 4. Don't get me wrong, but
The original,
I don't know,
not
2 or 4,
I love
fuck.
remake, but and I do love remake, but yeah, the original is better. Dude, I'm trying to think. I have a top 7, but like, what are the 3 other games here? Or no, that's 8.
I'm like going through all of them right now and making sure.
I'm pretty sure I'm missing something. But fuck yeah.
I know. So do I. I'm like, oh god. There's like some that I'm like. That I'm kind of like, yes. Like, there's a lot of nostalgia factor added into some of these games. That. I gave us an impossible task.
No, I have 9. I just think one more. What else is there? Like, there's so many good ones.
Wait, what was the? Oh, State of Spy. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if it's gonna be. No, it's a really good game. Jeez. Okay, I mean I have a top 10, but it's not very good. It's not very 100%.
It's not very 100%. Mine is always subject to change.
Oh yeah, like I'm pretty sure this top 10 would change probably.
There's one I'm considering if it's a top 10 because I know that it's the one I put the most hours in.
Mhm.
Or what? There's a game that I put most hours in. Like, I love Harvest Moon games and stuff, but I just don't know if they would be in my top.
Oh, it's not Harvest Moon. Fuck, which? Oh, do I want to put Harvest? Actually, no. I know a game I'll put up there. Stardew Valley.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
That was pretty good. I don't know how high it is, but it's up there. It's like at least
Do I have
10.
to? Do I have to order it now?
I didn't order.
I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know if I can order it. It's hard.
I
have to
can't.
go-
I can't order. I can't order. I just.
Not right now.
I'm
not
looking.
Right now.
I'm looking at one and I'm debating because I'm like in a way like of this series, it is my top 10. But is it in my top 10 games of all time? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Son of a bitch.
Oh, mine's done. So tell me whenever you guys are.
Okay, I'm almost done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing one more. But I don't know if these are actually my top 10. This is like the first one I can think of top of my head.
Right. I didn't give it super a ton of thought.
Musicline is the essential
Oh,
music licensing
okay, I got
platform
one.
for
I
pro
think I got-
filmmakers.
I have a
Discover
10.
the world's top composers
And let
and
me see if I can
songwriters
kick any
with
out, if you
industry-leading
guys can
search
remind me of
tools
it.
that speak your language. If you need
Maybe
music for
maybe want to
pro
see your
video,
list.
visit
I can kick one of these one out. But I have 10.
You have 10?
I have 10.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just give me like 2 mementos.
Oh fuck! I just got 11. Fuck!
Yeah.
I just got
there-
11. Wait. Okay, I got to kick one out.
Ah, you don't have to kick one out.
Oh fuck.
My list. Oh no! See, I just thought of an 11. That I would definitely
Yeah. Oh,
be. Okay. No, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change one of mine. But whatever.
Oh,
That's
son
fine.
of a
Okay, I still have
bitch.
I'm sorry, Ninja Turtle. I'm gonna have to kick you out. Okay, I got mine.
I just like fuck. Shit. I don't know, man. Like I have a top 10 when it comes to like certain genres.
Yeah, well, I can do a top 10 of certain genres. Yeah, but you're telling me top 10 of all time, bro?
Of all time.
The funny thing is that none of mine will be on your guys' list at all, which is so funny.
I don't think any of mine would be any on your list. If there was any that were crossover, it would probably be with Will's, and I would be.
I would think they'd be on
Sure,
Will's
Tom.
list.
No, I said if there
Well,
was
I'm
any
not gonna lie.
if there was any
I'm a
cross-
basic bitch, so a lot of mine are probably like on a lot of people's top 10. I think not all.
Yeah,
not
I would.
all,
I
but-
would think so. I would think that about mine too.
I would think mine too, because mine are pretty basic bitch of like a lot of.
Oh my god! I have to put a Zelda game up there though. Fuck.
Oh, I didn't
not
put it.
put
I didn't put a
game
Zelda
up there.
game, but I don't
Ah.
love Zelda that much.
Oh, but which one I'm gonna take out if I put
Oh
in
fuck
Zelda?
though. Oh son of a bitch.
I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to think about it. I have a top 10 for now, but there's still some missing on the list for sure.
Yeah, I'm the same way now. Okay, I just gotta go because the more I think about it, the more I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not sure. Like, there's a game I have on there for now that I'm kind of like, I don't really think that this is like top 10 worthy, but it is what it for. Oh fuck! I just remembered another one. Shit. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Just go. Just go. Who wants to go first?
Oh, sure. Wait 1 sec. Oh no, did I just close the page I was on? Just 1 second.
Did you lose your
I'll
face?
go
Save my
first. I'll go
history.
first.
I had it. I had it in a chart.
Oh.
Okay, it's still here. It's still here. So I can go or you can.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay.
In no particular order,
Okay. Ready?
except for these two are definitely my top 3. That's all
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
Okay.
These two are my top 3. Is that?
Okay.
So
Okay.
Super Robot
Okay.
War OG,
Yeah.
or Moon Dwellers. Either one of those two is fine.
Yeah.
You can put that whole franchise, whole series in there. And the second one is Chrono Trigger. Is my other top 3 game of all
Okay.
time. So those are top 2, and then the rest are in any order you want. They are Final Fantasy Tactic,
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid,
Oh.
Stardew Valley,
Stardew Valley.
Uh-huh.
Understand?
Batman Arkham City,
Mhm.
Slay the Spire,
Okay.
Resident Evil 2,
Okay.
KOF, King of Fighters, 2002, really the whole series, but if I have to pick one game, that's the one.
Yep.
And this is more at the end, but Super Mario 3.
Yeah, dude, I really thought about putting it in Super Mario 3, but I didn't put it.
But I might kick it up for Zelda.
Okay,
see.
yeah.
Dude, Super Mario 3 is really good though. Damn.
Super Mario
So
3.
that's my for now
Got it.
top 10. But come back to listen when I make a new top 10.
Yeah, there's
That's-
Yeah,
always
what the
new
hell.
top 10s because there's so many games that I thought of that I was like, oh, but I have so much fun with that game. But is it a 10 out of 10 game? Blah,
Yeah.
blah,
Okay.
blah, blah. Go.
Jeez. I don't know. My old favorite game ever was Uncharted 2, but I don't think it's that anymore.
Mm.
Those don't get
But it
to-
is very good.
I never actually played
But,
them, so I'm looking forward to playing them.
But I do love
Oh.
Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 is in my top 10. Bully is in my top 10. What a great game.
Okay.
You guys ever play that game?
Okay, cool.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Bully? The
Yeah.
Rockstar game? It's like
No.
one of the best games ever
I
made.
know.
no,
I
it's
know.
fun.
Easy, bro.
No, it's
Cool.
fun. I played it. It's good.
Easy game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hades, like I said. Half-Life 2, easy.
Oh, interesting.
Goated pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan Wake, sick.
Oh yeah, you love
Ooh.
that game. I know you talk about it a lot.
I think I played Alan Wake like 40 times.
Yeah,
I'm not even
Nice.
joking. I think I played it like honestly
No,
like
you
20 or
told me
30 times.
because when we were talking about hours put into a game, and I said
Yeah,
I
I
had
played Alan Wake like 20 or 30 times.
You were like, I
I'm
played so
replaying it
much.
right now. I'm replaying it right now.
Yeah.
Because the sequel's coming out in like 2 weeks,
Ooh.
which is sick.
Oh, yeah, I
Last of
forgot
Us
to-
2. You
Oh,
guys hate it, but sorry.
No, I know that you
It's
love the
amazing.
Last
No, I
of Us
don't-
games.
Hey, I just questioned some of the decisions.
Yeah, so do I.
Red Dead 1. Easy.
No,
No,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think I beat Red Dead 1 again like 20 times.
What, over
yeah.
2? Interesting.
Over 2? Just cause yeah. I mean I don't know. 2 is great, but like Red Dead Redemption you can sit down anytime and play. Red Dead 2 you kind of have to like be in the mood. I don't know how to phrase it. It's like very complicated. And it like the narrative is way better. It's probably the best narrative in any video game. Red Dead 2. Probably. Like at least from like an American or like Western film perspective. Like not, you know.
Yes, and you know, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that.
But and then yeah, Resident Evil 4, and Persona 5, and
Yeah, I'm happy Persona's up there.
There's so many good
Yeah,
games out there.
I know that because Sam wouldn't put Persona 5 probably. Because
You
she
put,
likes 3 more
three.
and 4 more.
3 or 4.
Yeah. And then yeah, Nier Automata is my last one.
Oh, yeah.
Dear Lord,
I knew you were gonna put that
no.
one up there because I know that you love that one. I still have yet to play it.
I actually did not know you liked that one that much.
No, that's probably the best Japanese narrative. So like Red Dead is probably the best Western narrative, and then Nier is probably the best Japanese.
Okay.
Just in terms of how it, I mean, dude, like Sam, don't look anything up. Like it like plays out.
Oh no, I don't look anything.
You'll be like
up.
amazed. I don't know if Will's
No.
even played that game.
No, you know
Well, have you
that
played
I
that
keep
game? I know,
away
I
from
know.
spoilers. You guys know that I
Right,
don't
the
fucking spoil
world-
anything.
The world building, the story, the gameplay, yeah, it's the style, it's
Like
up there.
that game has been
Yeah.
out forever, and I know zero, absolutely
Huh?
nothing.
Yeah, it's like
I-
6 years old. I think.
I
That's
run,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I run.
play blind. Play it blind.
I play everything blind because I think that like the whole point, like I hate knowing spoilers about things because I feel like it takes out from like when you find out about it in the game. Like it just takes something out of it for me, and I don't like that. So I always, the same with shows and stuff. Like I never know anything. I'm like, you didn't know. I'd like run away. The moment I see anything being like close to a little bit of a spoiler, I'm like, nope. I just
No, well-
refuse.
And avoid One Piece.
Hey, I have yet to know anything.
What? Oh,
What?
Will, I changed it. I'm watching One Piece now, so.
Oh, where are you?
Well, I'm just in Annie's lobby, but it literally, I swear to God, like it must cut out. So what or have you looked at One Piece before? This is not a spoiler, Sam, don't worry.
No, I don't do
No, I
One
know.
Piece.
But One Piece basically is a Naruto Kai or a Dragon Ball Z Kai alternative, and it basically cuts out all of the filler, which is basically like all the recaps and stuff.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And I started watching it, and I was like, oh, this is actually like really good. Like it just like improves the pacing and brings it closer to the manga. So, but I still do want to read it after I watch it. So.
Hey, I got it if you need it.
Oh no, I'll just read it online for free. Sorry to.
Whoa! Support the official release, people.
But I mean, I could more. You have all the physical volumes, or most of them?
Everything except for the latest box set because it hasn't been released now. I'm assuming I have to wait another year before box 5 comes out. But yes,
Right.
Especially for box
technically, I
sets.
mostly have all the physical.
You have all the box sets of it? Holy shit!
Yeah. Well, Berserk doesn't have box sets, so I just bought
Yeah.
like tombs or not tombs. Fuck. What are they called?
Those are like
Yeah,
the big books. Like I have one for
Oh, dude, I was so pissed because once Berserk had those really big, nice black leather or whatever books. I wish I got those, but
Yeah, what? These are all on sale right now. They don't have Volume 1 though. That sucks.
Yeah, no. But
The Volume 1 box
all Berserk, but the
set is out of stock.
regular manga books, volume chapters.
There's 103 volumes of this shit. Stop.
All right, are you guys ready?
I can name my top 3 mangas of all time. It's definitely Berserk, One Piece, and Naruto.
Love that.
There you go.
I was gonna say, are you guys ready for my list now?
Yes, ma'am.
It's so interesting.
Go
We
ahead.
literally had no crossover.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
the
know.
closest thing that I could think of was maybe Persona 5, but then I realized you like Persona 3 and 4 more. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so in my top 3, 100%, Mass Effect. The Mass Effect series, the 100% in my top 3, always will be. It might even be top 1.
Cheating. I'm just kidding.
What? Oh, because I'm not picking? To me, they're like a complete
No, well, because it's a
story.
trilogy. No, I mean, you don't have a ranking? Dude, 2 is easily the best game in that series, I think.
Yes, 2 is the best one. If I'm gonna choose out of 1, 2, and 3, 2. Here's the thing, though. 2 is the best one, but I think 3 brings a lot more story and
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
1 is
I played 3 at release, so I didn't have any kind of good ending, so I felt really annoyed by it. But it's not a bad game.
Well,
it's not a bad game.
The reason why 3 isn't top is because of the ending, and that's what sucks. Is the ending took that spot away from it for me.
Even the new ending, I don't love, honestly. So.
The where Shepard breathes at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's
that's the new one, right? Where it's on the island-looking thing. I don't remember that shit. Man, I should replay that game.
Yeah, I should replay that game.
There isn't so
or those games.
They added get the Legendary Edition. It has all the DLC and it's $80. You get all 3 games, all the DLC. That's the fucking way to go.
I should probably put it on my wish list.
That's the way to go because it also goes on sale too because it's literally all 3 games and they're all HD quality and stuff. Anyways, well then if you really want me to be like that, I'll say Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's all 3 games in one. No, 2 is definitely the best one. But I will say that 3 would have been the best one had the ending not been a disservice to the entire game. So, yeah. Anyways, Mass Effect. Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That
Finally,
one-
some Zelda on here.
Some Zelda. That one is always
That's so funny.
nostalgia, and it has so much to it. I honestly debated between Minish Cap, but I've actually never beat Minish Cap, and Majora's Mask is amazing. I know I love Minish Cap too. Minish Cap is my second. Oh no, Twilight Princess though. Fuck. Minish Cap.
Curious,
Yeah, go ahead.
in terms of general Zelda fandom, I don't know if you guys would know the answer to this. Is Oracle of Time or Majora's Mask, is that usually the top 2 that people fight over?
So normally it's Oracle of Mask, and then for a while it was Oracle of Mask, and then what am I saying? Ocarina of Time. Sorry.
Ocarina of Time. I don't know why I said Oracle.
Yeah.
You guys know the one I meant.
I know you.
So normally it's Ocarina of Time.
I thought you meant Oracle of Seasons was the top Zelda game. I'm like, I don't think so.
No. Ocarina of Time is normally number
Ocarina of Time,
one, or Twilight Princess. A lot of people actually didn't.
Wait. Well, I don't
know if that's consensus.
Twilight Princess was more of the negative end.
No.
There's
Twilight
a
Princess
niche
was
amount of people that love it, and then
No.
I feel like most people don't.
No,
Is am I wrong?
you're thinking about Skyward Sword.
Yeah, people. Yeah,
Okay,
that
Skyward
is
Sword,
true.
yeah, I know that one people.
Okay,
did
Skyward Sword, people like did not. Twilight Princess, people fucking loved that shit. That was
not
top
released
tier.
though, right? Not released though, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was so negative with it.
It got an HD
Initially.
remaster, and then there's also Wind Waker too.
No, but that didn't release yet.
What?
Maybe it's planned.
What are you talking? No, there is an HD remaster already of Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. What are you on?
Wait, you
What?
cut it off for me. Say it again?
There's an HD remaster of Twilight Princess.
On the Wii U and on the Wii. What?
Of Wind Waker? Wait, what do
Yes,
you mean?
of Wind Waker and of Twilight Princess.
I know Twilight Princess has HD. I didn't know the Wind Waker had one.
So Twilight
I guess
Princess
I-
was originally released on like GameCube and Wii, and then it got an HD remaster on the Wii U.
Oh, this is why. Because it's on Wii U. I never played Wii U, man.
And then
Yeah.
Majora's
Never played.
and then Wind Waker was a GameCube game that also got an HD remaster on the Wii U.
I only ever played the.
Yeah,
GameCube.
but then did Wind Waker got a Switch release though? Like they love Wind Waker, man.
Oh no,
think
Wind
so,
Waker,
yeah.
like people fucking love Wind Waker. But like people also
Well,
really loved Twilight
Again,
Princess.
a very competent Zelda in that game.
Oh
or
yeah,
maybe it's-
badass Zelda.
Not out
Dark
yet.
skin Zelda.
What's not out yet?
The Switch port
What,
of
Twilight Princess, because I don't.
Wind Waker.
All I know is that people love Twilight Princess, and for a while it was Ocarina of Time, and then Twilight Princess, and then Wind Waker, and people couldn't decide between those three. Majora's Mask was considered too hard.
Oh.
Huh. It's a little obtuse. I didn't know how to do it. How to beat it when I was a kid.
So that's why it wasn't up there. But Majora's Mask is by far my favorite. It would be between Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess for me. Twilight Princess is so stylized. It is such a great game. Yeah, it's great. But Majora's Mask always takes the win because nostalgia, and I just love the idea of the masks and everything like that. So Majora's Mask. Okay, next. Kirby Crystal Shards on the N64.
The 64 version? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I played the Virtual Console version at least, but that's it.
Kirby Superstar.
Like, I love Kirby, and Kirby Crystal Shards was a game that I desired to own for so long that it earned its top 10 spot, because I chased after this game for like years until I finally found it from someone who bought it. Because I had it on rent for a long time. That is like the best Kirby game, and I hope that they make a remake of it, because it's so cool to be able to combine abilities, and the music, everything was iconic. Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, and Radiant Dawn. My favorite Ike series.
Fuck, I forgot about Fire Emblem Awakening. I love that game.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Awakening is also top tier, and honestly, I would say, like, in a lot of instances, it could be considered better than Path of Radiance, but
Depends on your taste.
there's just a lot about, like, the story about Path of Radiance that just I love, and I love Micaiah. Micaiah's my favorite Fire Emblem character, so it's that series for me. This is the one that I feel like there's gotta be another game that's better than this, but Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. The reason
Holy
why
fuck, I need to put a Pokemon game on there. Shit.
the
Wait,
reason
can we go top 20? Like, fuck.
know, right? I will say that Oras is so this game was up there because it's the one I put 980 hours into. But I don't know if necessarily it's my top Pokemon game, because we talked about Ranger. I love XD, Gale of Darkness, and Coliseum. I just think they're fun, unique IP of Pokemon. Then there's also Legends of Arceus, which I thought was super fun. So, there's a lot of. Anyways, Trails of Cold Steel, top tier JRPG. Love the series, loving it.
Which just the entire series?
Well,
Okay.
Trails of Cold Steel, I would say probably 3 is my favorite.
There's so many. I looked into how many there were. I was like, Jesus, man.
Well,
I
so
can't get into
there's
this.
Legend of Heroes. So Legend of Heroes is the overarching umbrella, and then there's Trails in the Sky, which there's 3, and those are the first ones to start with. And then you go into 2. There's 2 games into Crossbell, which is the next continent, and then there's 4 Trails in Cold Steel. and then they just came out with 2 of Trails in the Dark, and that's the next continent. So those 2 are the newest ones. But yeah, Trails of Cold Steel, I'd probably say 3 is my favorite. But I haven't played 4 yet because I went back to play Trails in the Sky. So I haven't played 4, so I wouldn't know yet. But anyways, Persona 3, you were absolutely correct. Persona 3 was gonna be on my top 10.
Right. It was either 3 or 4, but I know you've talked about 3 more, so.
3, so I always say that whatever one you started with is gonna be your favorite one because it's like your gateway drug into Persona. Bravely Default, after talking about it, I forgot, like, it's a 10 out of 10 game. It's a 10 out of 10 game. Like, yeah. Inuyasha Secret of the Cursed Mask, 10 out of 10. Everything I want from an anime game. It should have been. Every anime deserves a game like this.
What did you say? What, Will? Will's he's shocked by this.
Yeah, he shooketh. He never played it.
I thought you guys played it that one time that I.
You played it a little bit, but you didn't play it to the end.
No, I didn't ever play it to the end.
There's like, it's a massive twist. Actually, it's really good. It's like everything.
No,
I'm not spoiling, of course not, because we're gonna play it. But there is so much in that game, and it's everything I want from a JRPG mixed with an anime game. I wish Naruto had these kind of games, but they don't. So yeah, no, 10 out of 10. I play it all the time. I played it so many times. I probably played that game like 10, 15 times, so it deserves a spot. And then Monster Hunter Stories, because I love them. It's so good. And if I have to choose one, I would choose 2. There you go. There's my time.
2? Interesting. I've only played Worlds.
Well, Monster Hunter Stories is like the JRPG version of Monster Hunter.
Right. Yeah,
But
I think I've seen.
I have played Worlds, and I need to play more of the other ones. But Monster Hunter Stories is like the best of both worlds. I get to be in Monster Hunter and have a JRPG. Like, I can't get it. And I get to ride. I get to hatch eggs and I get to ride. Like, it's like everything I needed more. It's like the mixture of like my cozy Harvest Moon Pokemon, Digimon. I wanted so badly to put the Digimon game up there, but I just don't think it's at the top tier of like other stuff yet. But like, I think that Digimon has the potential to be. But yeah, Monster Hunter Stories is like 10 out of 10 for me. Like, every single time I play either the first or the second one, it's fun from start to finish. It's a blast. I couldn't recommend it more. And anybody who likes Pokemon, who thinks that the world of Monster Hunter is interesting but doesn't really play the way that Monster Hunter World would, I always recommend Monster Hunter Stories. I think it's a great way to get more players into the Monster Hunter World series. It's great. But yeah, there's my 10 out of 10. There you go. And again, like Will said, subject to change. I don't know if Pokemon Oras it should be up there or not. It's up there right now because it has the most hours.
I think we gotta.
With the hours I put into it, and like I love Latias and Latios. It's my favorite generation. It's my favorite characters, like Team Aqua versus Team Magma. I love Steven from it. He's best boy. I love, just May, like the look of the girl and the look of the guy, Brennan or whatever. And, like, it's just the best Pokemon.
May is definitely one of the favorite
yeah, she is.
starter trainers for a lot of people.
She is. Well, I think Oras, like, I think also too, like, Oras added so much more, which was like unique for Pokemon, because after you completed the game, there was a whole after the completion story.
Oh yeah, the post game stuff were really good.
I know, like it's a deer, and like I thought, like with how much I love Pokemon should at least deserve a spot up there. But I'm also kind of like, I don't know. There's so many other games, and half of mine are JRPGs. Like Final Fantasy VII's not even up there anymore, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like,
Final Fantasy VII is not on your thing?
He's not.
I know. I wanted to put it too, but
there's just so many others. And the thing is I was gonna put Baldur's Gate 3, but I was like, no, you haven't beaten it yet.
I have to finish it. But I'm not gonna lie, Baldur's Gate 3 with the way it's going,
Oh yeah, it's gonna.
it potentially could get up there.
It's
I'm not
literally,
gonna lie.
it's literally gonna fucking kick out like Pokemon or ass, 100%. But then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna wait because I haven't
Hey,
beaten it yet.
it's Benji from
So
Orchid Folks.
if I've never
If you
beaten
love
it,
our
then
music
there's no
and you want to
point
support
in
up its
me.
amazing community of artists, upgrade to
There's no
Premium
point in me
today
going
and
up there
help
and
us
being
keep
like, hey,
creating great new
this is
tracks to
a,
you.
a 10 on 10 game, even though I've not beaten it. So every game up there is one I've beaten. And like Alan Wake was to you, that was like what the Inuyasha Secret of the Cursed Mask was to me. Like there was another one I wanted to put up.
Buddy, Alan Wake has got to be better than the game, man. Come on. Alan Wake, come on, man. Have you guys played that game? It's so good.
Dude, you can't say that it's better to you. Inuyasha Secret of the Cursed Mask is everything I wanted from a JRPG.
But I mean, it is an RPG versus a.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
game.
I'm not
What?
saying that it's versus. I'm just saying it's the same. Where like you played it 40 times, and I played Inuyasha Secret of the Cursed Mask like 40 times.
Oh, okay.
Like
Right.
that's what I was saying.
Though I imagine Inuyasha is longer than Alan Wake.
yeah,
Alan Wake is like an
it's-
8-hour game. That's why I
Yeah,
played it
no.
like so many times.
No, it's like a 60.
Jesus, man. And you
60
play.
to 80-hour game.
All right.
Yeah, well, you have to
Right
understand.
on.
So this is a PS2 game. I had it when I was a kid. I played through it a bunch when I was a kid. Like I would just go back. Like if anytime I was like feeling sad or whatever, I would just go and play this game because this game allowed me to be with like the anime characters that I was watching. It was so cool. And then growing up, I was like, dude, this is a kick-ass JRPG. And I would just play it for nostalgia reasons, and I just thought it was so great. And I think it's probably one of the most underrated anime JRPGs out there, and I don't think we talk about it because most of the anime games that we get are like the Naruto, where it's just, you know, you fight this guy, cool. There's like nothing really to it when you think about like the Naruto games. Like they're fun, don't get me wrong, but they really are just beat 'em ups. Like you just go through the story beating.
What the hell?
characters.
These guys made ActRaiser and friggin' Illusion of Gaia?
Ooh.
What? The people that developed that Inuyasha game. It's kind of wild. I mean, just ActRaiser is nothing like a traditional JRPG, I don't think, unless I'm thinking of the wrong game here. Jeez, they must not be around anymore because I don't think they've made anything in a bit. Oh, they were a
Quintius?
company. That was the last game they made. Jeez, it put them out of business. I'm just kidding. Quintet, yeah.
Yeah, it was the
Quintet,
last
yeah.
game. They were made by.
Jeez, that actually sucks. What the heck? It probably didn't make enough money for Bandai or whatever.
Well, let me
'cause,
see.
yeah, they-
Does it say?
Oh, they made friggin' Godzilla Generations? What the hell? Dude. This is cool. These are some cool games. Shenmue? They helped Sega develop the original Shenmue. Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
a lot,
Shenmue was
a
cool.
lot of like, a lot of publications were really harsh on Inuyasha Secret of the Cursed Mask. Probably because at the time too, they didn't really know what it was. And it just sucks because this game is underrated. I think this game is fantastic. And nobody even fucking talks about it. It is so cool. It is such a fun, like again, it's everything that you want from an anime JRPG. Like I would love to be able to create my own Naruto character and have like a Naruto movie, if you will, as a game.
Wasn't there one of the fighters that was kind of like that? Like you had your own little story you were playing as?
No. There was always like you could create,
No?
you
I
could
remember there was
always-
like one where you're like jumping around in the Leaf Village thing, and I have
that's
to look it up.
that's when you're like, so there's a game called Boruto Shinobi Strikers where you can I'm gonna use this very lightly. You can create a character, and by create a character I mean you have very limited assets that are basically just from other
No, this was
characters.
one that I played when I was young. Like it'd be on the 360 at the old.
That would have just been the one where you're Naruto.
Oh.
Where you're just Naruto going around the Leaf Village. 100%.
Who wants to be anybody else, man? Naruto's pretty
But that's
cool.
Nobody wants.
Nobody wants to be anybody. My point is that in Inuyasha Secret of the Cursed Mask, you get to pick between a guy or a girl, and you are that character. And the whole story of the game revolves around a secret of your character. And you get to create relationships with each of the characters from that game, that show. So like Sango, Moroku, Inuyasha, Shishomaru, blah blah blah, and you get to do all of that while uncovering the secret. And there's like battles, and there's like crazy stories, and you get to like meet the villains. Like it was actually a great story from Act 1 to Act 3, and I loved it. And the twist at the end was super fucking sad and like great at the same time. And yeah, like the Naruto games, the ones that you're talking about, yes, you could go and explore the Leaf Village. That was cool. But that's it. You can't really do anything. You don't really get to like talk to anybody. All it is, and like even then, it's just like you're spending the coins you get from doing the story-based battles. So like you just go from battle to battle. So like you start off, like the main classic one to start off with is Zabuza and Haku. So you fight them. Cool. What's the next story beat? Gaara. Like you literally just move.
Oh, it's just like the more traditional, like the actual anime.
Yeah, like that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like most anime games are just that.
That's what the Kill La Kill game was. That was so bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like.
It was literally just cutscenes from
Yeah, that's what the Naruto games are.
the game, but like extended, like really horrible.
Yeah. And like some of them too have really shitty like drop-offs as well. Like Naruto Shippuden 3, Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, like ends really fucking abruptly in the middle of like the war. And it's because like by the time they were doing that game, they like the anime hadn't finished like airing the rest of it. And then it was the same with like Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 also ends weirdly. And then like you basically do the same battles again every single time, so you can always go back and like, so in Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 you can like go back and do like the old battles, and I'm like, I want to just be a character in like Naruto. Like, can we have fun with that? Like, let them be so sick. I'm like, why is nobody talking about this Inuyasha game? I'm like, it's so good. And then like they tried to make another one, and then it sucked because they didn't understand why people, like what it was about the first one that was so good. And I just think it's such an underrated game. And I just want that from any other anime. Like another good, like, I guess I could say anime, but like I think it started as a game first, was the Dot Hack Sign series. And I think like those games are fucking epic. Like I debated putting them on my top 10 too, because I have such fond memories of the GU ones, for instance. And I think that they're so good. Like, I think they're fun JRPGs. But they wouldn't necessarily fall in the same kind of category as like the Inuyasha one would, because GU started as a game, then created an anime. The first ones, Dot Hack Sign, started as a game with Kite. The anime came afterwards about someone else, where Kite was a cool cameo at the end. So they didn't fall in the same category for me. But yeah. That's why I have like such a heart for the Inuyasha one. Just because I think it did something that I have yet to see replicated in any other anime. Like, I think One Piece games are trying, but even then, a lot of times it's the same as Naruto. It's where it's just you just go through the same fights again and again.
The one that's like, what's the one? Odyssey is the one that's good. Like
yeah, that's the newest one. Yeah, that long
the new one
was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's one. What was it? It was like, it was on sale for like $1, and I thought about buying it and playing it whenever I got to like the point where it like takes over the like wherever the anime would kind of intersect, so I could play it. And then I looked up a review, and it was like the worst review shit. And I was like, what is this? So I didn't even bother. It was like literally 90% off, and I was like, yeah, okay, I understand.
I was gonna say there was some really cool Naruto ones, but I find that they're either A, on like super limited consoles, or B, they just they didn't really get a take off, and they weren't as like great as like the Inuyasha one. But like Naruto Mugenjo was great, and that was on PSP.
Oh, okay.
And that one was great, where I like it when the games are like side stories to the main story, because I don't need to play through the fight that Itachi has with Jiraiya in the first section fucking 50 times over. I watched it. I know how that fight ends. Like, I don't need to play it. But like the Mugenjo one was a really cool like idea where something unique was happening, and it was just in that game. But again, it wasn't like you got to like be a character and experience like the world and the characters around you, and you know the story was about your character. It was still good though. It's my favorite Naruto game. So
Right.
Actually, speaking of shonen, I just remember it's not in my top 10. So I'm just gonna throw this as out there. Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku for the Game Boy Advance. For some reason, you guys talking reminded me of that game, and that was a cool game.
What was it called? Dragon Ball Z.
So it's the Game Boy Advance game, Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku, and there was like 3 games I think made from it, and they were pretty cool. They were pretty fun games. A lot of love, a lot of cool system, and yeah, just it was fun.
Oh,
to
I
have
see
fun.
the androids.
Yeah, they went through like I think all the sagas.
That's
Through
cool.
all
Well, have
3
you seen
games.
the friggin' the Daima trailer from today? Oh, jeez.
Oh wait, what? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, for Dragon Ball. Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I was like, what is
like,
this?
What is this?
What was it?
Yeah,
Oh, Daima.
they have like a new anime coming out late next year, I think it is.
Is it an anime movie? I didn't.
I think it's an anime because it says it's in fall 2024. Like it didn't give a date, so usually that's like a TV show.
Oh, I see.
Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's a movie.
Okay.
Their movies are really good.
I'm
I've
looking
seen,
at
like,
the
2
trailer
Dragon
right
Ball
now.
Have you seen the new one with Beast go on?
The most recent one I've seen is still
Beast
Broly,
Gohan?
which I mean, you can't be.
Oh,
Is
never
that-
mind. So you didn't see the latest one then? Okay.
What's it called, or do you know?
It's called. Is it the Revenge of the Red Ribbon Army? Hold on, let me double check this.
Revenge of King Piccolo.
DBZ Super.
Cool.
Uh,
it's the Super movie. I do remember that coming out. Yeah.
It's called Superhero, right?
Superhero. Yeah. I remember.
Superhero.
Was it good?
Ew.
I heard like weird things.
It's solid. It's solid. But here's the thing: I don't like Super like that much. So, but the movie was
Yeah, dude.
solid.
My
very
friend
solid.
would. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll
Like-
take a
like-
look
like-
at it.
It has some hype moments, but
Right.
the movie itself is fine.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, I have no interest in like actually like consuming all the media. So I'll just like watch things here or there that are cool.
Yeah.
Like that's why I watched Broly and I really enjoyed it, even though
It was
I
cool.
didn't have a heck of a
Wait.
like a good idea of what was going on.
They're all just baby forms.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like babies. I was like, what? What's
Yeah.
happening?
Like what the fuck is? I thought it was like, wait, is this GT? And they're like, oh wait,
but
no,
this
it's
is
not.
what's really confusing is that like they're all babies, but then like the moms have like the babies.
Yeah.
Like I saw Android 18.
They're babies and they have babies.
They're babies and they have babies. Was this some weird Rugrats shit? They really love putting
Oh
Goku
god,
in that.
yeah,
old
I
form.
does run Rugrats.
They really
Oh,
love putting him back in that form. Like just have Goten. Goten looks like
Well,
that.
are there good One Piece? Which one's Goten again?
He's
I
the
forget them all.
second
I remember what I like Trunks. I remember I like Trunks.
Trunks is cool. Everyone loves Trunks.
I
yeah.
like Trunks. Trunks has the pink hair. But yeah,
Trunks
are
is
the One
great.
Piece? Are the One Piece movies good? Because my friend's never seen them, and he was like wondering if
Yeah,
I would
so-
watch them. Like, are there ones that are good that we could watch, or
Yes, I would say there are ones that are definitely good. Yeah.
We
because
can
there's like
watch the
15, I
Naruto-
realized, or like. Yeah, you guys like the last one. You only told me to watch the last one when you gave me that list.
Oh, no,
No, I told you to
just-
watch the
I'm not
Rogue
telling you
Ninja.
to just watch.
Yeah, isn't that the last one? Oh, it was like.
No. If you want just the story, you need to watch the last one because the last one is story. That's why I was saying
Oh, okay.
you have to watch the
It's
last
more like a
one.
musical.
Wait, what?
It's what?
The
It's
last
what?
one is more like a musical. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, for me it was.
The one with Hinata is more like a musical.
Wait, are you talking one? I'm not gonna lie, you both are talking. It's hard to.
No,
you're
oh,
talking
no,
about
no.
One Piece. No, I'm not talking about Uta. I'm talking about
Also,
Naruto.
you kind of cut off for me sometimes.
Oh,
so I
sorry.
can't-
I said I wasn't talking about Uta.
Wait, are you?
So,
Well, I'm
so
confused. Are you or
so I-
aren't talking about Uta?
so I was asking about
Yes.
the last Naruto movie or something. I don't know
Yes.
what I said.
No, you were
And
talking.
then we started. And we started talking about the last Naruto movie, but the last One Piece movie was a musical, yes.
Yes, and that was a musical. That's just an Ado concert.
Sorry, Kai. So you were asking me, is there any Naruto movies that are worth watching? Yeah, there's some Naruto movies that are worth watching for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sam just likes Road to Ninja, or that's what the one she said.
Oh no, there's like 2 or 3 that are worth watching.
No, I'm not saying that's the only one, but I'm saying that's the one you think is probably the best. Or
Road to Ninja. Well, it's just because it's such an interesting concept, and it was really fun. And I enjoyed it. Road to Ninja was just a fun one. The last one, which is literally called Naruto: The Last Movie, is
right.
You have to watch that one. That one is story.
Like that one, yeah. That surprisingly, that one is like, yeah, you actually do kind of have.
You need it, especially because I gave him a list where he needs to watch it before they get into Gaiden in the show. Because actually, what happened was when Naruto was going on, before Gaiden, the movie was released. In the movie, they don't explain it again in the show. So they just expected you to basically watch the movie and go on, because they knew that you did, and we all did. Of course we did. So, yeah, you have to watch Naruto: The Last Movie to understand Gaiden. 100%.
And the but that Ado, it reminded me that she sings the opening for the new Spy Family.
Yes, I saw.
I was like, oh, because I was watching that show, and I was
I haven't watched it, but I heard.
I have to. I watched through it too fast, so I need to wait for it to be done.
Oh, yeah, it's a whole nother 12. I think it's 12 episodes this season.
Yeah,
so
I assume so.
It'll be a while.
I've been letting
but
it grow,
you're
so
not,
I could just
you're not missing a ton. Like, there's not a lot of story to it. My friend like fell off it because it's more of like a gag manga type thing.
I feel like it was always a gag manga, wasn't it? It kind of always felt like it was gaggy.
The first season had like a bit of a story I thought it was building to, and then the second part of it, it was just like self-contained stuff, which was fine with me. But I think they just totally like gave up this whole story. Like the whole thing is like I thought there'd be like a time limit. She has to like get these stars and find this kid and all this, and now they just kind of gave that up. So then like, people are just like having fun. So like things are having fun, or there's little gags.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was actually where it was gonna go.
At least based on what I've seen. Who knows, like, later what happens? I never read it. So.
I mean, I would like it to get back to the main story at some point. Like, the whole reason why they're even a family in the first place, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But
it
yeah,
is what it is, yeah.
For Naruto movies, I would say Road to Ninja was fun. The first one, Naruto Shippuden, the first movie, is fucking hilarious.
Oh, okay.
And then I watched the original ones. The first original one was not bad, though, like Land of Snow, I thought was cool.
Okay.
But then there were other ones I didn't like. And then Inuyasha, all 4. 10 out of 10 masterpieces.
Oh yeah, in that order. 1, 2, 3, 4, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4. Fucking masterpiece. Fucking banger. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We gotta bring all 4 of that. We
All
gotta bring
4.
Advent of Children and all of these. We're just gonna go to like a cabin, just watch all these movies.
Advent of Children, bro.
Adventure.
What a fucking great movie. And like the graphics are done so well. I fucking love that movie.
They still hold up to now. That's how crazy it is.
I know. And then Inuyasha movies are just
great.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna read you the names of these, and you can tell me if it's good or not.
Is this One Piece?
So the one that's just called One Piece, and it's 50 minutes long. Is that any good? It's
That's like the first one, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. What about Clockwork Island Adventure? Jesus. I would think
not. No. Wait, is that the second one?
Yeah, that's the second. I'm just going in order. Yeah.
If that's the Zoro one, then yes. If not, then no.
Okay. What about Chopper's Kingdom on the Island of Strange? Okay.
No.
Come on, dude. I love Chopper, man. Dead End Adventure. Never heard of it. What the hell? Yeah, these are insane. Why are there so many movies? You don't even know what that is.
No.
Okay. What about Baron Omatsuri and the Secret Island?
That was alright.
I have no idea. Okay. Giant Mecha Soldier of Karakuri.
So like, few portions of that is worth watching, and the rest is like whatever.
So probably a nah.
There's so this one's it just says okay, Adventures in Alabasta. So I imagine it's just like
I'll
a
skip
recap.
that one too. The same thing with the
Episode of-
Drum Island.
Yeah, episode of Chopper plus Bloom in the winter. So it's just literally the Chopper stuff. What the
Skip
hell?
that.
Okay, what about Strong World? That's the one I actually.
Oh, I
have.
like
Strong World's not good?
Strong World is very a good B plus, a very very good B plus, almost A minus.
It's 09, so I'm like I can't even watch that one yet. But yeah.
Well, based on where you're, no, you close, but not quite. Actually, no, you're not even
Okay.
close, because you're Ice
Oh.
Lobby. Never mind. Because Strong World is, yeah, no, you're not even close. Yeah, not even close.
Well, no, 09 would be around like Thriller Bark or something. If I'm doing that math right.
No, so you can't watch Strong World even if you have Thriller Bark.
Jesus. Okay, I'll have to.
Well,
Okay, what
actually-
about Z?
Actually, no, you could. You close.
I'm sure I could watch any of these. I'm sure I could just, but I'm not going to because I'm actually watching them. Anyway, what about Z?
Oh, Film Z. Oh, I love Film Z. Yeah, Film Z was dope.
Okay, so that's 1 to 1. What about Gold is the next one?
Gold. It's not perfect, but it's what it's good. It's a B plus. B plus.
Okay, so literally just Z and friggin' Strong World maybe. Okay,
No,
so
I
Z and
mean,
Strong World out of all these.
And
And
then-
Stampede.
And the very first one.
Stampede was great.
Stampede, yeah, Stampede was the next one. So Stampede is good.
And then also the
I do
one.
admit Stampede relies on
and then
the
Red.
action-
And then Red is the last.
Oh, I read.
Sorry?
You gotta watch.
Red is Uta.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Red is Utah.
I was
But
gonna
sorry,
say-
but Stampede relies on what?
I do admit though, Stampede. Part of the reason I like it is because of the animation. The story is slightly weaker in Stampede, in my personal opinion, but it's cool. Basically, Stampede is really cool, and it looks great.
No, that'll
but,
be
But the
okay.
story
No, I'll definitely watch it.
a little weak.
Okay.
Kyle, the one that he was talking
Yeah.
about that is about Zoro is called the Cursed Holy Sword.
Yes, that one. That's the
Oh,
one. Yeah, like
that's-
that one.
Not the
Oh, okay.
Clockwork one. It's
Okay.
literally because you went past it. I was following
Okay.
the list, and you went past the Cursed Holy Sword. That's the one about
That's
Zoro.
also a good one.
Yeah, well, he
that
didn't even know what Dead End Adventure was, so I'm like, okay, let me move.
Oh, Dead End Adventure. I
a
think
bit,
I
you know.
remember it. That was not bad too. You can kind of watch that one. I would skip the first 3.
Yeah, that's the
And
first
then-
3, and then the 4th is Dead End Adventure, and then Cursed Holy Sword.
Yeah,
Okay.
so start there. You can go there and go the Cursed Sword, and then I would honestly.
Then basically, you're gonna
skip
skip.
to,
We're gonna
like-
skip all the way to 10.
Skip the Strong World.
Yeah, well.
Strong
Some
World
of
and
them,
Z and-
but there's a small section at the end of one of the movies in between that movie that kind of explains. Wait,
Something.
wait, where are you in Ein's Lobby right now? Without spoiling the Sam? Like, are you
La,
on
la,
top
la, la,
of
la.
a tower?
So,
I forget. We'll talk with you in a couple of weeks. I'll talk to you more in a couple of weeks.
I know who Chava is. Like, what do you mean? Like, I know who some of the main villains are right now.
Okay, never mind. Let's not.
They like literally just talked about.
I'll talk to you in 2 weeks, buddy. I'll talk to you in 2 weeks, buddy.
They literally just talked about power scaling.
Struggling
That's
to
like
find
where
the
I am.
perfect music for your
Okay.
productions?
Yeah. So they ate
Music
the
Vine
fruits.
is home to the best production.
Chava
music
was
in
talking
the
about power
world.
scaling.
For productions
She was
that
like,
demand
oh, or he,
more,
I don't know what. She's like,
license
you're
a higher
he's
quality music with
4,000.
music
His
Vine.
power is 4,000. And he's
I
like,
don't
what?
know.
No, it's 4,000. What are you talking about? It's actually really, dude, Sam, you gotta get there, man. It's really good.
Look,
It's
man,
actually so sick.
I'm gonna make
I
my
love it.
way, but look, I'm
Making my way down. Hey,
walking fast. You bet. You always are in my head, Will.
I know.
You know that was in my head.
Not hand thing. Well, it's funny. We're so on board with a lot of things, Sam. But after looking at your list of games, like, oh, it's good to know that there's some stuff we're not 100%.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not surprised because I knew that you would have like a lot of games that either aren't up my alley because I knew that like you love Metal Gear. I
Oh,
knew
shit,
that you
they have-
loved Super Robot Wars. I knew that was going to be up there 110%.
Oh,
Like there was a lot of games for me and you because because me and you, like, we have a lot of similar games. Like, a lot of the games on your list I'd probably like, and a lot of games on my list I'd probably like. But
Oh yeah, there's so much. I'm like, that's why I'm making the top 20.
I know. And then when I was like, I brought up Fire Emblem, and you're like, oh fuck, I don't even have a Fire Emblem game.
No
like
Fire Emblem, come on.
It's the same thing though, right? Like, me and you still love the same games, but what me and you consider like 10 out of 10 games, they're gonna be different. Yeah. It's cool. It's why you always want to surround yourself with friends that are different from you.
Exactly. Similar interests, but different. So you have different perspectives.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. And I can't wait. So we gotta play more of that Inuyasha fucking game, man. Because you guys are gonna see. It is so underrated and it is so good. It is so good. Oh my god. And then Will's gonna cry because we're gonna romance Shishomaru.
oh hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
But Cal, keep me posted on
I'm literally on 268 if you want to know where I am.
Oh, on episode 268.
Which is literally, it's not even a spoiler. It's literally just called Catch Up with Luffy, the Straw Hats Battle. Like, I'm at such a generic point of, like, just, like, they're fighting a bit. And, like, I don't really know, like, the full scope yet, I guess.
So, here's the thing. My top 3 of all-time favorite manga is...
There is a major twist before that, which is one of the sickest... Yeah, One Piece and Berserk, I know.
And Naruto.
Right?
One Piece and Naruto. But here's the thing. They're not my favorite anime of all time. So keep in mind, One Piece, I think, is a fantastic manga. But as an anime, I cannot put it up there.
Well, this is why I'm watching.
Wano itself puts it up there, but I can't just base that on one arc. So, yeah.
Well, and it's tough.
No,
it's tough because, like, when a show starts doing stuff like that, like, I remember at the beginning of, like, it's not the beginning of Shippuden, but, like, Naruto Shippuden has, like, arcs of just filler. And, like,
yeah, so let me give you...
But, like...
So this is why I started watching One Piece, Will. So let me give you the example of, I think Ennie's Lobby starts somewhere around 256, okay? And ends at, like, 312.
Oh,
okay. Something like that. So that's about, like, it's about 70 episodes. In the One Piece, like, in the way they've cut it up, they do that in 25 episodes of anime.
Jeez.
Like, that is how much shit I'm skipping. So I think I'm getting more in tune of, like, what the manga is like. I
just wish
because the recaps are insane. Like, it actually got so bad. I'm like, okay, I have to look into another way to consume this because it's really bad. And that was early. My friend said post time skip, it gets so bad it's unbelievable. And I'm like,
yeah, no, that I kind of stopped. So ironically, after Sabi, the Sabi Island, I basically stopped watching it like fully. I just only watched the scenes that I like at that point on.
Okay,
early.
That's actually further. I literally thought you stopped at Ennie's Lobby, so you actually got further than I thought. But yeah.
I think I did, and then I stopped for like 2 story arcs, and then the One Piece few came back. And I watched it all, but I'm like, fuck. There's a reason I stopped because the pacing was just so fucked.
Well, and this is the thing too, right? You're saying Wano is good.
I love Wano. Yeah.
Right.
But,
so there's a video.
Anime. It is.
Right. So there's a video on YouTube of Wano's arc. Yeah. And don't worry, it didn't spoil anything, I don't think.
Good. Yeah.
But the One Piece cuts out 5 minutes of that. So they're still doing this shit.
Yeah.
Is what kills me.
Unfortunately. But it's been so long now, and the animation and Wano is such a cool story. I didn't really care.
I wish that they, like, I know they can't because of, like, the money interest that Toei has, I'm sure, in, like, the property and stuff. But if they just, like, stop for 2 years, it'd be the sickest thing ever.
Oh yeah.
If they just stop for 2 years, like, got the production, like, the production is already mint from what I've seen. I've just seen, like, clips or whatever. And then, like, if they had the pacing, like, figured all out, like, it'd be so sick. But they can't do it. They just can't do it. So.
Well, I will say that's what the one thing I appreciated from Naruto was that they would at least do arcs. So, like, you knew, like, the whole season it was just gonna be filler.
Same, you're cutting out a bit.
Oh,
but
you're cutting out, like, yeah.
But I know you're talking about Naruto. I imagine you're talking about Naruto, right? Is that what you're...
Well, I was saying, because obviously I haven't played, like, watched enough One Piece to, like, have enough to say. But I was saying, like, one thing I appreciated about Naruto, even though Naruto has a lot of fucking filler, and especially to Shippuden in particular, was that they at least did it as, like, seasons or, like, an arc. So you knew that right away, like, okay, I'm gonna be here for a while and, like, filler, and it would give them time to do an arc fully and completely without filler. And
No, I
liked-
really didn't understand until about 200 episodes in that the filler is sort of replaced with just doing long ass recaps.
For
Like,
One Piece?
it's pretty, yeah. Like that's all it is. It is the same amount.
Yeah.
Though it's just skippable. Like you can just skip it instead. So that's why I started using this I'll put it in the
Like
I'll
a
put it
cut.
in the
That's
chat.
why
You can take a look
Sam
at it.
and Kyle, like, if you guys just want to stop watching and read it, that would be great for me.
Man, I really like the animation. Like I like the art style of it and everything though. Like it's really enjoyable to watch it, so I do like it. But
I know.
I could just
you
stop.
do you how you want to do it, but damn, bro, it's tough.
That's what I
sometimes.
use.
All right. We can talk about this forever. So I'm a cut it off because I know that
Fair.
it's like I know it's late where
10:30?
you guys are. Yeah,
It's 10:30. We went to like 1 last week, which
I
is
know, but we shouldn't be streaming
Very,
that
very
late.
no.
Well, we took a long break, so we had to give the viewers, a little
Yeah,
extra this week, right?
Just us saying we're gonna talk about Baldur's Gate 3, and I think that maybe like at most half an hour was given to Baldur's Gate 3. Oh god. Anyway,
At least they had some nice music or whatever.
yeah, I know you
Oh,
guys
actually,
can't hear
wait.
it.
Yeah, Kyle, who are you romancing in Baldur's Gate 3 again?
same.
Shadowheart.
Same as
Ah,
you. Yeah. That's what another thing I'm curious about Act 2. Like the reason, so much of the reason that I did what I did in that area, in the mausoleum area, let's say,
yeah.
is like because of that character. Like it's just so interesting that like our motivations are like seemingly different, or I don't
Mhm.
know.
Like for
Yeah,
mine,
no.
It actually kills me that you guys haven't like dove into Gale
you-
though.
Do
Gale has
you
such a cool,
care
like-
about, like, so are you done the Shard Temple stuff?
me?
Yeah.
Okay, do you
Sam
want
is
to know?
not.
Sorry.
Oh, I said I am, but Sam is not. And Sam
Yeah, I'm
doesn't even
not.
know what's-
Oh right.
But do I care about what?
Well, it's. Do you care about knowing, one of the potential alternate,
I
to
imagine.
that?
I don't say that because that's a spoiler probably for Sam. But
Yeah.
I would say that I got the good version of what happened.
Okay. Let's just say.
And I could see how it could go pretty bad.
Yeah.
To be honest, yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're getting at. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
I think that it could be pretty bad. And yeah.
So like knowing that I walked into a Shar temple, I already knew that I was gonna have something happen with Shadowheart. And knowing that that's the two people that you guys are romancing, like I know that you're romancing her.
I want Karlak, but I can't.
I know because you're monogamy. I get it, but I'm with you.
cannot
I'm with you because I'm
fucking
Asterian. Like my whole reason for going into the temple was for Asterian, actually. Simply because that was the deal that Raphael had made. Did you guys not?
Right. I think I literally brought him out so that Raphael could talk to him, and then I just sent him back to the camp.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
I did that with Lizelle because I had Lizelle with me in the Githranki thing.
Sure. Yeah, I was the same way. Yeah.
But yeah, so my motivation was that, and then it turned out to be a Lady Shar temple, and I was like, oh, and I'm like looking at Shadowheart, and I'm like, listen, I just went through this with Lizelle. If I'm gonna have to fucking make you on my side too, I will.
It's like I said, it's funny the motivations we have. We end up in the same spot, but for different motivations. It's fun.
Yeah, no, it's so funny because like you guys went in for that, and clearly Kyle went in after Moonrise Towers and specifically went there, whereas I just like bumbled my way through it and was like, oh, hi, Raphael. And it's just so interesting. Like you guys said, the different motivations, but also like how everything happens so differently. Like it's crazy because like again, I was there and he was like, oh, don't worry, Asterian, I didn't forget about our deal. And I was like, let's hear it. What do you want? I'm gonna do it, so you better fucking tell me. But yeah, I didn't.
So yeah, Asterian is probably my least used character.
Oh,
So I probably know the least about him.
that's Gale and Will for me.
So I
like
know
those.
what, like I know what his like.
I don't
big
even have
thing-
Gale.
I know
Yeah,
you
that
don't
is
even
so
have him.
interesting.
You don't even have him. I mean,
He's
No,
not
but
even-
Sam, do you-
yeah.
yes, I do
Sam,
know.
you-
I do know about Gale though. I know about his condition, and I know about.
Oh, I don't know anything.
I know. I'm
Don't-
not,
No,
I'm not
I-
telling you. I'm not telling you anything.
he has a condition.
I
Sure.
know. I know about that. I know about his sitch, and I know about. I had an old man visit. Does
Yeah,
that help?
okay.
Does that help? I know
Yeah,
about
yeah,
all
it's-
of that.
Old, did you just say old man disease?
No, I said an old man
Sure.
visits.
Oh, that's what she's.
He has an old man disease. No. No. I just
Not her.
That's funny. That's fucking hilarious. No. Yeah. So I feel like when you say I'm surprised you don't know that, like I think I know like what you're talking about.
Right, but yeah. Huh.
So,
So
I know-
yeah, so you know you had him in the party enough to like do all that stuff. That's cool.
No, I didn't have him in the party at all.
Huh.
It just happens at the camp instead. He like
Oh, okay.
he like approaches me and is like, I need something. And so I was like,
Right.
fine, here, have it. And then that happened a couple
Right.
more times, and then I ran into said old man on the road, and then
That
brought
is
him,
so interesting,
brought
man.
him to my
Okay.
camp.
So yeah, that's interesting because basically the same thing happens, but in a different way. But I mean, what are they? Anyway, this is weird for Will because he has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
No, you guys are speaking good around it, so I'm not.
But speaking, dude, no, but Will probably has the weakest like. Well, I don't know if he has the weakest. Initially, I thought it
Oh,
was pretty weak, and then it got
Wait,
kind
can
of cool.
you say it again for
I
me,
guess.
Kyle? You cut off for me.
and me.
Oh, I just said initially it was. I thought it was meh, and what?
But
Hello.
Will?
What?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Yeah. Can
Hello.
you
Hello?
can you start talking again from something about Will?
Oh, I just said Will. I thought had a mediocre story at first, and then it got pretty cool
Yeah.
I see.
after.
I mean, he seemed pretty
But-
like boring and like kind of plain, and then it started getting a little more interesting. And I was enjoying it. But again, I don't have either of them, and I've never had either of them on my team, not even once. So,
Oh. Really, he has Eldritch Blast, so he's OP as shit. I love
Dude,
it.
So
my Asterion has Eldritch Blast. I don't know what to
Oh, yeah,
tell
you said.
you.
so my least used character is the druid guy.
Oh, I never use
Oh, I-
Haslin. Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't use him, and I was gonna miss out on him for some reason. He just appeared in my camp. The funny thing was, my friend played through.
What?
He missed out on the druid guy. He's not even in her camp, but for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
But I never went to rescue him. He just popped up in my camp.
That's
No,
fucking
but I think
hilarious.
if you side with the druids, that makes sense. But I like found him and he turned into a bear, or he was a
Yeah,
bear.
he was a bear
What?
in the goblin camp,
Oh.
and then I released him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I missed out on that.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then,
I basically had to use him to kill all the goblins because I was low level as shit at that time.
Oh no, I killed all the goblins and then I set him free.
Wait, without it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, without him.
Jeez.
I'm pretty OP. Fucking Karlak over here does like 39 damage with like one swing.
I can't wait to use her.
Oh my god. Dude, she's and I have her
Oh, you're not-
paired.
You're not even using her. That's so interesting.
I have her
I guess
paired.
I don't use her.
I have my main 4 that I
Hmm.
usually use,
Yes.
and then if I need to, I'll sometimes sub out, but I rarely sub out.
Dude, having Lizelle and Karlak was badass. Like I was kind of like, do I even need my healer? Because my healer is Shadowheart. I was like, do I even need her? Because like I got these fucking 2 badasses on field just killing people. Like Karlak, like I said, my fiance was like, how the fuck are you getting her to do so much hit? He's like she's doing like 18, 19. And I was like, nah man, she's like solidly killing people in like 1 hit. And he's like, what
They
the
both
fuck?
are the big heavy hitters.
Oh my god, I like, well, and I also have her paired with like a sword called the Sword of Justice, and it just fucking, she just destroys, and it's great. I'm like, yeah, girl, go girl, yes, queen. And she just goes, and then my character's really good too, and like between me and her, we both have, like, I can hit 2 to 3 times in 1 turn, and she can hit 2 times in 1 turn. And then Asterion is badass with his bow, man. He fucking just like 18, 20, 1 person. And then Shadowheart, I use like her, I use her like as a sword person, and then I also use the spell where she gets to like bring up a sword, an ethereal sword, and that creates that as well. And I also use my create a beast to create a crow, and then I fucking, oh my god, so I have like 6 people on the field and I just kill people. Like I just destroy these people. It's great.
Another thing also I wanted to bring up about why Baldur's Gate is such a great game. You can play the game like that where you just full on just put all the frontliners, go to battle and just pile through. And then for these who are like really meticulous and wants to play the whole game, if you read like certain passages or certain books leading up to a certain boss, you know what their weakness is because they kind of leave you clues on how to beat them. And that's very fulfilling for that person too, who took the time to look over and figure out the little clues to how to like, you know, beat the boss. But these who don't care about that can also just power on through with brute force and muscle and still do it too. They still have fun.
I had me and my fiance had a situation like that where he read a book, and in the arcane tower in the Underdark, he read a book and went and talked to the robot man, gave the robot man a secret password, and they became friends. I did not read the book, so I went up there and he treated me as an enemy, and I killed him. And he was, and that was literally the complete difference, was that I just didn't read a book, and he did.
and Baldur's Gate has a bunch of these moments, and it's great.
It's crazy. So like we literally had that happen, and it was so fucking cool. So cool to see. But yeah. Anyways, okay, guys, it's 10:40. We're gonna stop streaming, or else we're just gonna talk forever. So we're probably still gonna talk forever, just not on stream. Thanks so much for joining us. Just sit and talk around. This was our variety hour, so we just decided to talk. And we'll be, you know, maybe playing something next week on Thursday at 7 p.m. EST. I'm Kara.
Big Willie.
And I'm Kyle. And I'll have another new catchphrase next week.
I love that you like almost always forget like your sign off, and you always like end up changing it. It's great. All right. Anyways, thanks so much for joining.
Keep on geeking.
Thanks so much for joining. We'll be, like I said, continuing next Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. And yeah, maybe we'll play, maybe we'll chat more. We'll probably have more Baldur's Gate 3 to talk about and gush about. So, see you all then. As Will said, keep on geeking. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.